Yo, how we doing? Tonight, are we ready for more judgment? We are right at the end of a chapter. We're going to go back. We're going to get a little bit of lore dump, I think, happening, or story stuff, right? And then that's going to complete the chapter, and we'll begin the brand new one, and we'll get the whole chapter recap as well. So I feel like we stopped in a fairly good spot for this sort of thing. Now, before we jump right into the game, I do want to say I have changed my setup quite a bit. We are no longer streaming the PS5 from my living room to my computer and then playing it through my computer. No, no, no. We are now playing directly on the PlayStation, which happens to be sitting on my desk right here. And that is plugged into the capture card. The capture card is routed to the monitor. All right, so I will say there has been a decent amount of gotchas in getting this set up. So if there's something that still isn't quite right when we start playing, well, that's why. For example, right? The PS5 has HDCP, which is content protection, right? And I had to disable that in order to even get anything to show up in OBS. I couldn't even get like audio, right? So that was one thing. Another thing was I had to plug my capture card into a different port on my computer that was a newer version port, which meant it had more capabilities because the port it was plugged into couldn't process the data coming into it. So that was another thing. Also, I needed a new HDMI cable in order to transmit that data as well, because let's remember the capture card up until this point was only being used for the Switch, and the Nintendo Switch is not a heavy consumer of anything, right? So a lot of that stuff needed to change. Now, I am still a little unsure about the audio, so I'm going to be asking probably a couple times throughout, because I do remember that this game specifically, right, when we were playing it was fairly loud, and I needed to bring it down in volume a couple times. And we were using the headphones, which I can still use the headphones if necessary. However, I want to try not using it if we can. That feels like most of it. That feels like most of it. So I think, let's try jumping over. I mean, thank you. You're gonna try to keep some taps on the audio. Thanks, Bomber. Thanks, Bomber. How you, did you jump back into Risk of Rain 2 because you were gonna play it anyways, or because we were talking about Risk of Rain Returns on Monday? Alright. Let's get in here. And I think everything should be good. Now, the other thing too is I've noticed my positioning's a little weird, and I feel like I'm not centered in my camera. That's from moving the monitors around. I've done a lot more movement of the monitors since the last time too, and it's definitely not in the same spot it was before, and the camera's mounted on the monitor, so if that's off, we'll have to adjust that as well. He started playing again about 2 weeks ago and just happened to be talking about it. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Continue, please. Right here. Chapter 4, Skeletons in the Closet, just about completed. I also checked. Our alerts should be correctly functioning on this. So, we're also, like I said, we're a little bit further over to the right than normal. And I think that's because on Pokemon there was something right over there that we were moved away from. We're moved over now, and I think I'm going to leave it because the mini-map is right there as well. So I think we should be good to go. I don't think there's anything that we need to do other than go back to our detective agency, unless we wanted to start a side mission, but I think we hold off on it. Now, what I will say is I might be adjusting to the monitor a little bit because I'm going to have some higher refresh rates and whatnot. We'll see. We'll see. I also want to go into settings real quick. I'm kind of interested to see, are there any kind of video settings that maybe need to be changed now? Probably not, but... Oh, there is this. Remember? Oh, you remember where it says adjust it so that the two images are easy to see? And I told you before when we looked at this that there was a certain one I wasn't able to see. I think it was the white one, and I could adjust it all the way left and right, and we weren't able to see it ever. At least I wasn't on my screen. Maybe in OBS and your screen you were able to. But right now I can see them both. How about that? All right. All right. Oh, I did turn HDR on, but for some reason the PlayStation wasn't seeing that we had HDR turned on for the monitor, and I think it's because of the capture card. So I'm going to have to look into that as well at some point to see, is that a capture card thing or what? I don't really know. Anyways, let's get moving. Something's definitely going to happen when we get back to the agency. Ooh. I wanted this one. Item! So I am looking, right, at my audio, and I could see that there were some spikes into the yellow. Right, because the audio mixer within OBS has that visibility. So I have a feeling it's going to be a little louder than we're going to want. But we'll see.
Perfect.
Also, right, the other thing that's going to be very important, when they start talking,
Hello?
it triggers my microphone.
This is Sari.
What's up, Saori-san? You don't usually call me.
I haven't been able to reach Shintani-sensei. It keeps going to voicemail. He hasn't picked up since he left the office after talking to you.
Mm-hmm. And?
Didn't you say the Kyorei clan was after him?
Yeah, he'll be fine. I just wanted to give him a scare.
Okay, still. Could you try him for me? Sometimes he ignores my calls. Maybe he'll pick up for you.
Are you sure we're talking about the same guy? But I might as well. Can't hurt to try.
What? My controller's vibrating, by the way. His phone is somewhere here in our office. Oh no, is he dead in the closet? Oh man.
Hi, Shintani here.
Hey, Shintani-sensei, it's Tak. Where are you?
Oh, and his eyes are gone?
You've reached the voicemail box of the one and only Masamichi Shintani, Genda Law Office's finest attorney.
Shintani.
Leave your legal troubles after the beep.
Hey, James. Okay, so we just started. We started at the very end of chapter 4. In the last stream, when we streamed this last, which was, just over a week ago, we stopped because it was fairly late and most people had left. So we were like, all right, we will complete the chapter at the beginning of the next stream, which is what we just did. In the last stream, right, to remind everyone, we had gotten a little bit of a hint, right, that, Shintani might not be that safe because he's hanging out so much with Hamura and the Toji clan, right? Sorry, the Tojo clan. And we went and warned him, and he wasn't too happy about our warning. In fact, he took it as a slight against him. And anyways, we go off and do some other things, and now at the end of the night, no one can get a hold of him. We go to call him, and all of a sudden we hear his phone vibrating. Now he's dead. Oh, man. So remember, the Kiori clan
Tojo clan is struck by Kyorei
is after the
clan
Tojo
gunfire.
clan.
Kamuro
Shintani
is
was
just
becoming
red,
real
so
chummy
much
with him.
wider. On the surface, the diagram resembles a Yakuza turf war. But in the shadows are glimpses of a construction firm and political influence. And in Yagami's own shadow, the mole's sharp claws claim yet another victim.
The Kiori clan has another reason to take him out too, right? Because they want Hamura to go down. Even if Hamura wasn't necessarily the one committing the crimes, they still want him to go down, and Shintani got him out with our help. But Shintani was the lawyer.
What do you mean he's dead? Didn't you just say everything would be okay?
Stay calm, Sari-san. I'm just as shocked as you. But I think the mole is responsible.
Will we call the police?
Have you contacted the police?
No, not yet.
You should do that right away then.
Do you think you could make the call, Sari-san?
What?
I need time to check things out before the cops show up and take over. Please.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
Isn't it a little more like suspect if we aren't the ones to make the call? I mean, suspect like to make ourselves a suspect. We'll play some virtual fighter in his honor. Alright, hold on. Investigate the corpse, but before we do so, let's look around everywhere else. Actually, we should be able to investigate the corpse.
Suspicious.
And then still have time to do everything else. His eyes are gouged out, same as the mole's other victims. You didn't really like that guy, but still shocked. I'm in the same boat. A bullet hole? That must be the cause of death, but that's not the mole's usual MO. What about Shintani's phone? Might be a good place to look. It was going off when I called him earlier, so it's definitely on his body. Quickest way to find it would be calling it again. The ringtone will lead me straight to it. Alright, here we go. Have to listen close and see where it's coming from. Hold on. Anything else to find on his body?
Hey.
Oh, that must be his phone. I don't want to touch the phone just yet. I'm afraid it's gonna like kick us out.
Suspicious.
Shintani was in here. Maybe his phone's here too. Nope, no phone. Sounds like the vibration's coming from the body. I should check it a little more closely. Agreed. Agreed. Just not quite yet, you know? I doubt there's going to be a cat to check. I mean, this is our cat that we've placed in here. But we want to look to see...
Hey.
Is it under the sofa? Nope, don't see it. I know it's coming from the body. I know, but look, we got points for doing that. I feel like there should be signs of entry, right? What about under the table? Shoot, not here.
Hey.
It's under the chair. Nope. There should be a trophy for being oblivious, not able to find it, even though we know exactly where it is. Okay. It appears we have looked everywhere. Everywhere except where it is. There it is! Connie's phone. I should take a closer look. They're really railroading you here? I mean... Alright, that's all there is to find, I believe. Oh!
Suspicious.
Well, look. No blood on the floor. The murder must have happened somewhere else. That's actually a really good thing to realize. Yeah, there's like no blood anywhere. His call history should tell me everything I need to know. Got some capacitive touch gloves, you know. Most of these are to Genda's office. All of them except the last number he called. Ani called it just a few hours before his death. Who was he talking to? Do we think Ayabe will be here too? The quote-unquote dirty cop?
We received a call from the Genda Law Office.
Sure did.
You got here fast, Detective Kuroiwa.
Yeah, didn't he?
Shintani, huh?
Yeah.
His name has been coming up a lot lately. He's the reason Hamura walked, after all. Perhaps you couldn't stand his newfound fame so you often?
Huh?
I heard you two weren't exactly on good terms.
Do you greet everyone by accusing them of murder?
I mean, we should be a
I
suspect.
guess that's just how cops like you operate.
Forensics will be here soon. We will need you present as a resident of the property. After that, we'll need some time to investigate.
How long?
We'll have to find somewhere else to stay tonight at the very least.
I don't have money for that.
Yet you can afford bribing a cop. Ayabe's sources aren't even that reliable.
Don't know what you mean.
He's Ayabe's boss.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Now, I will say I'm suspect that he's in on this because his voice actor is Matt Mercer, and Matt Mercer does villains, right?
Yeah, sorry. I had to wait around for the cops to get here.
Do you think we'll start locking our door?
Genda
That's a
still at
great
the
question.
office?
Yes, he wants to talk to you about Shintani. As do I. Hoshino, too.
Okay, I'll head over now. See you soon.
How's the audio? Loud? Too quiet? Let me know. We also haven't been in combat yet, so let's keep that in mind. How's our HP before we get too far? Okay, we're full. We don't need to eat anything. I wanted to double check that. Audio's good? Thank you. James, you may have also missed. We're doing a very different setup now. So I was streaming through the Remote Play app to the computer, right? However, now I have moved the PlayStation to my computer, and so I'm streaming through my capture card, and so things are quite a bit different. And I wanted to make sure that everything was going to be working well. Got it.
Really, guys?
That being said, I do actually have the audio turned down quite a long ways in OBS for this right now. It's down 13 whole decibels. Which is a lot more. I preemptively turned it down because I thought the game was going to be loud like it was before. Compared to Pokemon when we were streaming off the Switch, we were only down like 5 decibels or something. Alright, here we go. No one wants to talk. We're gonna hit a cutscene.
I know you've had a rough night, Yagami. But if you're up to it, can you tell us what happened to Shintani?
I'm surprised it gives us another prompt. Why doesn't it just continue, right?
Saori-san was having trouble getting in touch with Shintani. So I decided to give him a call myself, see what the deal was. But when I dialed him up, I heard the phone ringing in my closet. Shintani was killed the same way as all the others.
No, I don't think he was.
The others? Do you mean
His eyes were gouged, but we discerned he had gunshot wounds, right? Whereas the other victims didn't. They were just
But
killed
Shintani's
through the
beef
eye.
was with the Kyorei clan. Why would the mole target him?
I'm not so sure. It sounded like he knew something when you talked earlier.
Right.
Think this is some kind of Yakuza pissing contest, do ya? Come on. The mole is way bigger than you know.
He probably knew more about the mole than I did. And his source had to have been Hamura.
Agreed.
Maybe they killed him to keep their secret safe.
But why did he have to put Shintani-sensei's body in your office?
Not sure.
Send a message?
Maybe to harass me? Maybe to scare me off their trail? Maybe both.
Yagami.
Hmm?
You might want to lay low for a bit. It's not safe for you here. Get out of town. Go somewhere quiet. If the mole comes after you next...
Right. I'll do just that, Genda-sensei.
Will we, though? I don't think we will.
You know, I watched over Shintani since his first day as a lawyer. Kid had a good head on his shoulders, and a knack for the job I could never compete with. But he didn't have the guts to succeed when push came to shove. Not the most persistent lawyer I've seen. Even so, he looked up to me. Guess I took it for granted. Thought he'd always be part of the team.
When I first joined, Shintani-sensei was the one who showed me the ropes. He was a reliable man.
Thanks for this, Yagami. Come on, Sari-kun. I'll walk you to the station.
Sure.
Feel free to stay here tonight, Yagami.
I appreciate it.
We do need somewhere to
What
sleep.
about you, Hoshino-kun?
I think I'll work a little more before I head home.
If you say so. Good night.
Good night, boss.
Do you like how Genda Sensei's just wearing slides? Gotta be comfy, you know. Also, James, I saw the joke. Quite funny.
Make yourself at home, Yagami-san. I'll leave you the key. You've been here way longer anyway. You deserve it more than me.
Except we don't work here.
Yagami-san,
We have quite a
You have
few,
a minute?
actually.
Sure, what's up?
well, it's about Shintani-sensei.
Of course.
Yagami-san, I know you just told Genda-sensei you're gonna lay low, but that's not true, is it? You want to keep hunting down this killer.
And if I said yes?
Don't worry, I won't tell Genda-sensei. But in return...
Hmm?
I want to help you. Look for the mole, that is. I won't slow you down. I promise.
Looking to avenge Shintani, huh?
He wasn't as strong as he let on. The tough guy act was a mask he wore to hide his insecurities. Deep down, he was just weak. That's why he was going along with Hamura, not because he wanted to. I mean, who can say no to a Yakuza? And now
We do.
look how it turned out. I was sitting right next to him this whole time. Yet there was nothing I could do to help. You know, I'm still young. I don't even know what kind of lawyer I want to be.
A good one.
Criminal? Civil? Not the slightest idea. But I know one thing. I don't want to be the kind of lawyer who sits on his hands after his friend gets murdered. Which means...
Are you sure about this, Hoshino? Genda-sensei told me to lay low. If you're seen helping me...
Don't worry about that. I'll defend myself in court if I need to. Now,
That's
Yagami-san,
never a good
do you
idea, even if
mind
you're a
I
lawyer.
tag along?
You'll just tell Genda-sensei if I refuse, huh?
Yeah,
That's called
you
blackmail.
got that right.
Not much choice then. Welcome aboard.
We're now a
Glad to be
four-man
working
team.
with you.
Well, let's get down to business. First off, I want to know what Shintani was doing before he died. And I have some evidence that may tell us just that.
I should have something that hints at what Shintani was doing before he died. You're here for real now. That's good. I gotta tell you, fake bomber, not as good as real bomber. Just the truth. So now you know. All right. What was he doing before he died? So he was making a phone call. That's all we really know, right? Other than the bullet wounds. But the other thing too is, here's my guess before we get any further. The current working theory is that somehow Hamura was actually part of the Kiore murders, specifically the ones that had their eyes gouged out. Now, we proved that Hamura wasn't the one to do it, however, and that's why he got off scot-free. But, what we do remember from those murders is that they were killed by the ice pick through the eye. That's what killed them. There were no bullet wounds. So, I think what's happened here, okay, is I think the Kiore clan themselves, or a person specifically, is trying to take revenge, right? And in doing so, they want to inflict the same pain back, right? Shintani has gotten real close to Hamura and the Tojo clan. Even though he's not a member, he is the one who got Hamura off. So, what do? Well, they kill him with the bullets, with the gun. They shoot him. And then they gouge the eyes out anyways to mimic the previous killings. That's what I think's happened here, right? So this, I don't believe, is the mole. I think this is a different person entirely. We'll find out. But what we do know is that there is a phone number that he called that we're going to need to investigate. Bomber 2? That dastardly unreal fellow. That being said, Bomber 2 was the only one to show up here for a while, I think, right? Or wait, no, that was just Bomber 1. Alright, let's reveal the phone.
Shintani dialed this number earlier today. I want to know where it goes.
Right. That makes sense. It's a good thing the killer forgot to take Shintani's phone, huh? This way we can see who he was calling.
The killer didn't forget. Even if the phone was gone, we'd still be able to get Shintani's data from his provider.
Really? I had no idea.
Yep. I bet he left the phone so I'd find the body quicker.
Huh?
I mean, he went through the trouble of hiding it in my office of all places. Probably wanted to cause as much chaos as possible, you know?
Hey, the number got a hit in the search. It's apparently for the, Advanced Drug Development Center?
What the hell?
What, do you know it?
3 years ago, there was a pretty famous murder there. A patient was killed, and their body dumped in the mountains. And the man they arrested for it was named Shinpei Okubo.
Okubo. Wait, he was your client, wasn't he?
Yep.
He worked as a contract laundryman for the center. Every 2 or 3 days, he'd stop by to pick up their dirty linens. According to the police report, it was thought he carried the body out in a bundle of sheets.
Right. And you defended him in court and won. But then he got free and...
You can stop there.
I still don't think he actually killed his sister, though.
But why would Shintani-sensei have called the ADDC? Who would he even talk to?
I bet we'll find out if we give them a ring. But it's getting late. You should go home. We both need some shut-eye, yeah?
Yeah, we can start fresh tomorrow. Where do we want to meet?
Oh, right. We want to keep this a secret from Genda-sensei after all. There's an arcade called Charles up on Park Boulevard. That should work for now.
Okay. I'll let Kaito-san know.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I'll see you.
I feel like we should be the one in communication with Kaito, but yeah, whatever. Bomber, did you end up I mean, the joke of the fan of Super Bomber Palmer 4 got me thinking of Bomberman. Did you end up buying that Bomberman game? I was always a fan of Bomberman. That being said, I don't know if I'd want to play it today. All right, it's an old sort of game style that I feel like is really good for. Again, we've talked about this before. Really good for couch co-op stuff. I feel like, and I don't do a whole lot of that anymore. You have not. Gotcha. Okay, rest up at the office. Before we do so, I mean, can we do some snooping? Wow, that power cable right there clearly blocks our path. How about in the kitchen? Nope, nothing in there. She left her laptop on and unlocked. What a noob. Huge Bomberman fan. The game for the 64 was amazing. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I had this 64 game. See, here's the thing. I haven't even played Bomberman in so long, I don't remember which ones I played. Although I'm pretty sure I had one on the PlayStation 1 as well. Good call, James. It is. Okay, I told Hoshido I'd meet him at the Charles today. Time to head over there. Double check that there isn't anything back there. Nope. We should also go back to our detective agency and see if, like, they've stolen anything. The police, that is. Guys just knocked out on the sidewalk? Is that what this is? What's that old man doing lying down on the ground? Is he okay? Is either okay or not okay. But we will find out. The friend mission. Hey, are you alright? That doesn't sound like he's alright. Need mugwort. Mugwort? There should be some growing just behind that fence. Sorry, but could you grab some for me? Yes. Okay. Like anything's growing here. You mean this?
Excuse me.
Yes. Now, can you place that mugwort into the gourd right there? Just stuff it in. Close the lid and shake it. All right. Now I'm feeling much better. Glad to hear it, old-timer. Well, what was in that drink just now? Oh, this? I call this an extract. An extract? Of what? Technically speaking, this is a medicinal decoction, but extract rolls much easier off the tongue, does it not? But forgive me for not introducing myself. I'm Yagami. I make and market my own extracts right here in Kamurocho. That's why people call me the Hermit of the Dragon's Palace.
This is Yagami.
People just call me Yagami. What's this Dragon's Palace thing about? You know that abandoned building in the hotel district? That's the Dragon's Palace. My pharmacy's on the 4th floor. A pharmacy? So that mugwort was one of your ingredients? Yes, I came here to gather ingredients for an extract I'm making, but I got winded and ended up taking a nasty fall. I'm glad you were around. Otherwise, I might not have made it. I just met a man who is apparently a hermit that makes drugs in an abandoned building. Not strange at all. Wild Skull. Oh, wait. It says Wild Skull Chicken Heral? Is that what it says? I'm not sure what Heral is. Well, if it isn't Yagami, ready to die, punk. The Kaheen Gang, of course. Hey, get over here. Whoa, where'd they find this freak of nature? Now, Go get Yagami and break him. Yeah. Here we go.
Guess we're doing this.
Do you like how that guy, though, is not going to take part in the fight? Whoop! Dodge, 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 please. The rust of not playing for a week is showing a little bit. Get beat up a little bit. Also, I should probably block sometime, huh? Oh boy. We're in trouble. Get up. Failed? Wait, what? What do you mean failed? Like he's invincible. Wait, was there a timer? We didn't run out of HP. I'm confused. It seems you've gotten yourself into quite the pickle, Yagami-san. Maybe you have to fail. You shouldn't be here right now. Now, hold your horses. I want to at least pay you back for your help earlier, so I brought you a little something. Thunder Strike Extract, but my inventory is full. What is it? One of my miraculous homebrewed extracts, of course. Once you drink it, well, you'll find out soon enough. You done chit-chatting with your hobo friend over there? Hurry up and fight me. Okay. Drinking a medicinal extract will temporarily imbue you with one form of power or another. For starters, try using the Thunderstrike extract, which can be found in the items app. This will let your crane attacks break the enemy guard. Sure. I'm guessing we already have full. The game gave us a lot of free stuff when we started. Once you drink it, you will gain the power of friendship. Yeah, it was definitely a railroad fail, for sure. Okay. Only 30 seconds, but that's okay. I like how the music even changes when, I'm, like, fighting the wrong guy! When you change, styles. I'm also gonna eat something real quick. That was our last one of those. Get up, get up, get up, get up! Your EX action, that works too. Got him. Now, will we beat the guy up behind us? Probably not. So, this is the power of your extract. That is such an anime thing. You can't go through a whole anime anymore without someone going, so, this is the insert thing. It's just like, it's so common. It's like, if you never noticed it before, now that I've pointed it out, you're going to see it every time. So, this is the, whatever. Person, place, power, something. You were hoping that the EX action for the cone would be to put it on his head and smash him into the wall. That would actually have been very funny. How was that? Pretty darn effective, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I had no idea it would be this potent. As thanks for saving me, I'll give you the key to the Dragon's Palace, so feel free to come by when you want. Oh, thanks. The Dragon's Palace has a nice casino and gambling hall, so swing on by if you're looking to get away for a while. Wow, sounds like there's all kinds of stuff over there. Oh, my back is killing me. Even these extracts of mine can't fix old age, it seems. You think you'll be okay? If not, I can always give you a lift back to the Dragon's Palace. No thanks, I wouldn't want you to go out of your way like that. Fine, I was actually planning on going that way. Don't let it trouble you. You sure? Then I'll take you up on your offer. Are we going to be attacked with him on our back? So this is the cliche storm you were told about. Yes. Yes. Oh, you wrenched your back today, Bomber? That is unfortunate. Quite the place, that's for sure. Whoa, what is all this? I don't know, but I feel like this looks like a mad potion seller's shop that you might find in a Zelda game. Why don't you have a seat? This some kind of stew? It totally reeks. Oh, what do you put in here? Curious about my hot pot, are you? Well, this would be the liquid base of our extract. You mean this weird stew? Correct. That stew contains a special broth that, when mixed with the right ingredients, turns into the... It's unsafe to go alone. Here, take this dragon extract. You're right. These extracts are specifically concocted to draw out the essence of each ingredient and transfer that power into the body. Mean like when I drank it during that fight? Indeed. Now, listen close. Extracts can have a variety of different effects depending on the one you make. See how there are many types of extracts here? Each one requires a different set of ingredients. You can find all the ingredients you need by looking around the city. All you need to do is add them to the broth and you're done. Are we gonna find even more, like, item collectibles out in the city now? That doesn't sound too hard. Nope. In fact, I have just enough ingredients to make another extract. Why not try it out for yourself? Well, it never hurts to try. Let's do it. So it automatically took us here. And I see there's growth. Raise the amount of SP obtained. That's kind of neat. Oh, it uses the stuff we've gotten, like cheap plastic and shabby wire. So are we saying that the broth is like pulling chemicals out of the plastic? I don't think we should drink that. Pebbles and small screws. Empty bottles and twigs. Fantastic. I wonder if we have to come here to make them or if we can make them anywhere. I still have the panties. Oh, that's funny. Good call out there. By the way, those are the ones that we purchased, right? So they have never been worn. I guess I can make more than one? I don't know. Let's make two. Created two. Looks like it's just about ready. Bring the ingredients over here. Thank you. Here, give you a little recipe that details everything an extract might need. You want to try your hand at brewing more extracts? Then go gather some ingredients. Also, take this gourd. It's filled with a special solution that allows you to brew your own extracts at any time. I'll also note the cat food on the table. Saying.
Excuse me.
They were sniffed very thoroughly. They were sniffed with much vigor. Why does this recipe say scavenger hunt on it? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. There are errands I'd like you to run. Trying to develop as many new extracts as possible, so I'd like your help with collecting the right ingredients. If you make me the extract listed on this recipe, I'll teach you how to brew more. But for now, get to scavenging. Hope it all goes well. Well, Hoshino-kun is waiting. I should head to Charles. But, I also want to see, didn't we get another one? Oh wait, this is the request. See, it's just with the same design. I thought it said I thought it said a different kind of extract recipe, like not throw, but must be it was throw, and that says request, so that's got to be it. Got to be it. Secret ingredient: Meow Mix Chicken Chuck Explosion. Now with 20% less sodium. Extract of poor wire sounds like it'll grant electrical element. Yeah, maybe. Oh, hold on. I guess I should double check. What do we need? Empty bottles and twigs. All right, we'll see if we pick those up now. Let's go. How do we go? Do you like the little statue thing there? I do. Or maybe I do not. I don't know. I don't even know what floor we're on right now. We're going to find out what's on the 3rd floor. An item. Thank you. Old circuit. Yeah, let's put that in a drink. Let's see what's around here before we head out, right? I didn't even get close to you, dude. Don't freak out. Oh, there's definitely something in here. Hey, pal, you need wooden tags, or are you looking to exchange for prizes? I don't even know what you're talking about. You do. Hey, pal, you up for some koi? This game is played with a Hanafuda deck. Matching a card in your hand with one on the table allows you to take that card. The object of the game is to form special card combinations to outscore your opponent. There are 12 card suits consisting of the months of the year. Each suit consists of 4 cards. No. I spent a decent chunk of time learning how to play Mahjong. I am not ready to learn how to play Koi. Let's see, is this a different one or the same? It looks the same. No, this is Oichokabu. Still played with a Hanafuda deck, but only the cards from January to October are used. Each month has a numeric value equal to where it is on the calendar. Players are each dealt 2 or 3 cards, which they then total up. For totals over 10, only the last digit, the ones place, is used. The player closest to 9 wins. Hey, that's actually, this one's kind of neat. There are 4 players, including a dealer. The dealer plays against the other players who place the bets. The dealer changes when a round ends. I see. One sounds really neat. I don't want to read all of this right now and then figure out how to play, but it sounds simple enough. Add your cards up to 9. Go above 9, and now it's the last digit, right? The ones place. Trying to get back up to 9. Yeah, no for now. It might be a later thing. Like, here's the thing, right? I want to experience everything that the game has to offer, and that's definitely something the game's offering. But I'm just not ready yet. Yeah, another game to take my attention. We walked away, Bomber. We did. What do we got over here? There's more games in here. Ah, the casino. Let's talk to you real quick. Ready to buy some chips, or do you want to trade them in? Let's see what the prizes are. So we still have chips from the other casino. Apparently, they accept them here too. Free pass voucher 4. I don't really know what that is. Botan. I don't know what this is either. Ironclad self-defense sounds important, doesn't it? And then some crafting materials, it looks like. Probably for the drone. Maybe also for elixirs? 1,500. Let's... Hold on. We're going to do a tiny bit of blackjack here and see if we can get some money. And by money, I mean chips. And if we can, we may buy this. If not, we'll come back. Because that sounds important. All right, this is definitely blackjack. What is this one? Oh, poker. No. No, we have a much better chance of winning at blackjack. Okay. One of your favorite Sakura Tyson characters loves Hanafuda games? Alright. Yeah. That's a fantastic draw. Stand.
I'll stand.
Nice. Nice. They were drawing a lot of low cards there. Let's rebet at 50. You know, I'm gonna hit. I think I'm gonna double down. I think we're gonna do it.
I'll double down.
17's not great. No. Okay. Okay, we gotta push. We gotta push. Stand.
I'll stand.
Yep. Sure did.
You got me.
It's funny, when you lose a hand, your maximum bet goes down quite a bit. We're at 13. 13's terrible. We're gonna hit, and it's not gonna be great.
Hit me.
Yep.
Son of a...
13's not great, but we're gonna hit.
Hit me.
Fantastic.
Oh, you got me.
This is why, by the way, I do not gamble in real life. I mean, like, will I? Sure, I'll be like, yeah, I have got 20 bucks, I'll go throw it away, or something like that, right? But I don't actually like gambling. If I'm aware that, oh yeah, I'm just going to spend $20 for entertainment, that's totally different. But that doesn't happen very often. Oh, I should have hit rebet. But in a video game, when the money's not real, go all out. Hit. Stand.
Hit me.
18's not terrible,
I'll stand.
but it is for that.
Son of a...
You know what I didn't even think about, though? What are the odds that these are fair games? And what I mean is, this is kind of a seedy place. What if they're cheating? $17, we have to stand.
I'll stand.
We have to
I'll
stand.
stand.
Come on, bust. Thank you. Finally, right? What did we start at? I think we started at about 550. Okay, a 3 show is not terrible, right? We're at an 18. We're gonna stand.
I'll stand.
Yeah, that's what we like to see.
Sorry.
532-ish is where we were? Okay. We're at 12. I'm going to hit. I mean, the likelihood, right, is that we're going to hit a 10. And we're going to bust. But I'm going to hit anyways.
Hit
A
me.
13. I just like that so much. Gonna hit again?
Hit me.
23. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I feel like if you're at a 14 and under, you always hit. I'm not a blackjack expert. That might be terrible. But the likelihood that the dealer's going to have higher than... Or they have to get to 16, right? Or they have to hit on 16. The likelihood that they're going to end up there and win is very likely. 11, however, is the perfect spot for a double down. We only got 18. And we got to push. 15. Right, now you're getting the realm of, do we hit? So he also showed a 5, the dealer. He probably has a 10. You always have to assume that the hidden card's a 10, right? That's kind of the assumption. Because there's so many, because all the face cards are 10s, right? So, in this situation, he's probably also at a 15, and he's going to have to hit. He's probably going to bust, so I think we're going to stand.
I'll stand.
There's the 10. They have to hit. And of course, they don't bust. So ridiculous. But let's take a look, right? The deal goes from right to left. Had we hit, we would have gotten that queen that's up there, and we would have bust. So it is what it is. We made the right choice. It just didn't turn out. A 2 showing. We're gonna hit 14. I hate 14 so much.
Hit me.
We stay.
I'll stand.
You gotta be joking me. You've gotta be joking me.
You got me. You got me.
There goes all our chips. We're at 293 at the moment. 12, I'm gonna hit. We're gonna stay at 17.
I'll stand.
There we go. Finally.
Sorry.
I don't know how many we're gonna keep playing. Probably not too many more. I don't think we're gonna get to the 1500. Oh.
You got me.
Yep. We're gonna play interestingly. A 10 is a great draw. Double down on. No, that was terrible. Well, goodbye, chips. We can only hope that the dealer busts. But they're probably going to be at about a 20 or so. 18, yep.
You got me.
And again, this is why I don't like playing with real money. I also, if I was playing with real money, there's no way that I would be betting more than the minimum bet. Pfft, no way. That's not happening. Fake money, on the other hand, fake money we'll do all sorts of things with. And what's really funny about this fake money is the chips that we started with were given to us. We haven't even actually spent any of our yen on it.
I'll stand.
Bust. Got some chips back. In Phantasy Star Online 2, I spent a decent chunk of time at the blackjack table because they have a casino in Phantasy Star Online 2. I spent a decent amount of time there because there were some specific rewards to get from chips, and I'll tell you, it just feels like if you play long enough at blackjack, you end up ahead. That's what it feels like. Again, not something I would test in real life, but in games. Yeah, look at that. So, we have the option to split, right? It's not a terrible split. Let's do a split.
I'll split.
16, I don't love. I really don't love the 16, but we're gonna stand. 19 is even better.
I'll stand. You got me.
You can't make it up. The remaining 43 chips. The table always wins. This table always wins. I do kind of wonder if there are odds of winning that are different at this table versus the other one. At the other table, we were doing quite well, and the other table is a totally different casino. 17, we're just gonna stand.
I'll stand.
Well, we got no chips left. That was fun. I'm not convinced that this place is legit, by the way. Get out of here. Let's get out of here and guard our wallet. Again, we didn't spend any real money. Fake money. Fake real money. Fake real money. Yeah. We didn't spend any of that. Hey, look. An earthworm. Yeah, we're finding totally new stuff now. How about that? Okay, let's try to remember where we are. Oh, we're all the way up here. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Because I'm sure we're gonna need or want to go back there at some point, right? I'll fight you. They can get in here. Where are you going? Gonna run away? The other guy's stuck, by the way. Ow. What? What happened to the other guy? That's him, right? Hold on, can we still fight him? No? Nothing? Okay. Oh, wait, now wait, he's got a bat.
Must we?
Don't mind if I do. How come we didn't put our batting gloves on, right?
Really, guys?
Oh, well. Stretchy rubber. How about it? What is this one? Okay, so these blue items, look, they all have lips on them as their icon. Another stretchy rubber. Shame you can't watch via Roku. You can't? Roku doesn't have a Twitch app, I guess? Ow. Kind of letting them beat me up a little bit, aren't I? I see an item, I gotta get it. Got him. No Twitch app that you can find. That's unfortunate. I frequently use my Fire TV stick to watch Twitch, and they have a Twitch app. Now I will say the Twitch app that they have is not the best. They It used to be better, honestly. You used to be able to, like, chat with it, and now you can't. You have to chat from your phone if you want to do it. Something else that app has done is they did something with a code change at some point, and now I'm pretty sure they have a memory leak because my stream, or the whole app on the Fire Stick will just crash on occasion. Oh, not the wig again. Oromon is on sale. Was Astro recommending that? Cora? I don't even remember what it is. Hold on, is on Steam? On Steam? I would alt tab and switch to it because I'm on my computer monitor, but this is actually plugged into my PlayStation, so I can't. I feel like I don't remember anyone talking about Koromon. It looks like Pokemon, sort of. Yeah, it's half off right now. Another monster collector. Yeah, one thing after another for Yagami, for sure. Follow the hat. It's a side mission, so like technically we don't have to do it right now, right? Empty bottle. Back here. Gabby wire. Back here? Nothing. Deep plastic. There's just like stuff to pick up everywhere now. Wow, these guys are everywhere now, aren't they?
Wow, really?
I want that bat. Where did it go? I see it. Oh! Up against the pole. And then we hit the guy behind. That was such a cool action. He's gonna hurt us. He's gonna hurt us real bad. Look at our HP. We got a play pass from that one. How about that? We should probably eat. I really want to do the main mission, but that guy's stupid wig is right here. Let's go for it. And I'm just going to eat one of our meals, our bento boxes. Pick it up before it flies away again. You're still waiting to see Honda. It's going to be a little bit, I think. You wish listed it. That makes sense, Bomber. We'll have to... Wait, if it was mentioned on stream, was it then also posted in the Discord? Or not? Probably not. Your A button sticks sometimes. Wait! Grab it! Pick it up! Hey, you okay, man?
Excuse me.
I think I sprained my ankle. Oh, Yagami-san, don't worry about me. Get my hat, please. Not again. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, more than ridiculous.
Wait a sec.
There has to be, like, a spirit controlling this thing, right? It's so ridiculous. We completed it. Okay. A kid's gonna pick it up. What is this? Oh, did you hear that? Oh, that's my hat. Give it back. Oh, yeah? Ha ha ha. And now we have to chase a kid. What? No! Hey, help, Yagami-san!
What?
So better chase him down. Craziness.
Wait a sec. Wait a sec.
We could have totally gone around that guy, but... Oh, we made up some ground. Oh, I thought we were gonna tackle him.
Give it up already.
Get some good music on that chase. You're pretty fast, mister. Yeah, I am. Now, give it back. Finders keepers, man. You little brat, give it back, unless you want me to hunt you to the ends of the earth. Holy crap. Kids will be kids, eh, Yagami-san? I'll let this little incident just fly away on the breeze. The goddess of the sun won't smile down on me if I let life's trivial matters bother me, right? And here comes the complete personality shift. Have you ever considered finding a way to make sure it doesn't blow away, though? Pish posh, Yagami-san. The lady of the north wind is a fickle sort, you know. And who am I to try to predict the whimsy of such a woman? Right. Yagami-san, here, why don't you take this? Thanks. What's that? Oh, I do believe the breeze is whispering my name. I feel the muses on the wind. Perhaps I shall compose a poem to accompany this delightful little ditty. We shall meet again. Ha ha ha. Or more like ha ha, or something. He's more like a typhoon than a breeze. I agree, yeah. Oh boy, look. Another stretchy rubber. I don't think we should be touching these. Right? Should put them back where we found them. Alright, so we were told that these guys were going to get annoying, and they're annoying. Got him. Can I upgrade my fighting at all? Yes. We have in the past.
What a waste.
Who's this from? It's Kim again! Look out, Yagami-san! One of the leaders of the Keihin gang brought his men to come after you. And you know what they did? They beat my friend Black and Blue all because he said he might have seen you. We failed this the last time. Please, is there anything you can do? It's just like one thing after another. We can't get to the main story. Hold on. If we pass this, we will fail it. And I don't know what failing it really means. We've already failed one of these events. Then again, it's possible that they just never stop. However, we could go fight one of these leaders right now. I mean, it sounds like a fun thing to do anyways, even though we are fairly close to our goal. Let's go here. Let's go here. Who needed to do main story anyways? Oh, ow. Get up. Get up. We need food. And I'm sorry, we were talking, and I have forgotten to keep going. But there is a way to upgrade our fighting. There is, and we'll look at it if I remember after this fight. Got him. I am right next to the steak shop. Good. Oh.
And stay down.
But before we do that, let's look at our skills. All right, so all of our skill points, we now have 7,600 is what we can use to upgrade our fighting. So we can come over here and we can upgrade and get new moves, right? Like this charging tiger. Or, and this is where I think I want to go instead, are more of the passive stuff. Like we got attack boost level 2, greatly increase our attack damage. If we want to get this one, we also need to learn ferocity of the tiger. So let's look for ferocity of the tiger. Not that we have 18,000 SP to spend. There's also combo speed. Actually, combo speed's probably really what we want. We'll be able to attack faster, hopefully getting hit less because of it. Yes. Yes. And then there's also the HP up, which we'll probably do as well. We have to find a skill book in the city for this one. Same for that. Balance of the oh, ferocity of the tiger is here. Yagami will be less likely to falter from enemy attacks while in tiger style. Oh, okay. So is tiger, like, here's the thing. There's a lot of tiger style stuff. We unlocked a new skill. What is it? Oh, triple finisher. A third finishing blow unleashed after a double finisher. I want this. We do it a lot. New skill. I feel like tiger style, they are prioritizing. It seems like there's a lot more tiger abilities and whatnot compared to Crane. And I kind of really like Crane because it hits multiple opponents, right? So when there's a crowd, if we go Crane, we're more likely to hit them all. And if we hit them a little bit to stun them, then they can't hit us back. And I kind of really like that. All right, I want to come back here, though. Balance is 1,200. HP up is 27. We don't have enough for both. We don't have enough for both. Let's go HP. HP is always good, right? 485 is what we're left with. We'll wait. Get more SP. But first, we'll come chow down on some steak. We have eaten most of the things here. Alright, so these don't fill us. This does. Let's buy, like, this one and this one. And then next time we're here, we'll get the ribeye or the wild steak or whatever.
Good stuff.
I will say that a lot of the food looks really good in this game. This steak doesn't look so great. Because it's not actually steak, is it? It says wild Hamburg steak, so it's really just a hamburger patty almost. But that makes a lot more sense to me now. And then the salad. Guys behind us. We're trying to get to the boss. Is the boss still over there? He is. Hamburger that's supposed to look like steak, yeah? I would agree, that's what it was. Dodge! Dodge, Yagami, dodge! Oh, nice. I can't believe he hit us! Oh, I am. Oh, man. The chair swing is so slow. Wow. He's playing us. The game's audio could be a smidge louder. That's good feedback, thank you. Or my voice slightly down. Why would we turn me down? That doesn't sound right. Sure? You sure about that? I'll turn the game up a little bit. All right. The thing with my voice is this is the audio level that we've had my voice at for over a year at this point. So if it's been good up to now, I don't want to change my voice. The game, though, I will absolutely adjust up and down. So I did bring it up a little bit, a smidge, if you will. So let me know in a little bit how you feel about it.
Yagami-san.
Ah, there's the man I've been looking for. So Koga, being the lazy mother effer that he is, asked me to kick your butt. But, regardless of the reason, I'd be happy to fight you either way. It's Honda. I could go on like this forever, but why don't we catch up with our fists instead? Oh, that was our new triple combo finisher, but we missed. But it's now we know it's like a kick. What? I can't hit him. I need to get hit less. Let's try getting hit less.
Hardly felt that.
Oh, we don't... What's he doing? Okay, hold on. We don't have any power. I'm gonna try and dodge this. Whoa! He had to follow up. Get up, get up, get up. We're totally out of special gauge. Not good. Get up. Thank you. And then I use my special like that too. But he's hurting. Okay. We're hurting too, by the way. We're hurting a lot.
What a waste.
That only brought the threat down 31%. Is the other guy still out here? He is. Let's run south. Let's hit up the food shop. And go and get him. At least they're dropping us play passes and stuff, right? Come on.
Really, guys?
We're gonna get the wet burger and the wet egg burger and the onion ring. And we're still not full, so we may as well get some tomato onion soup and probably some of the coffee and the iced lemon tea and some... I can't add anything else. You're only allowed to buy one of each. We'll just buy one of each. Ridiculous. And we're not even full. We were very hungry.
Back to it.
I wonder if we should talk to this guy real quick. Since we're here. Furuya-san, did you find a good place to collaborate with? Oh, I'm afraid... Oh, right. Okay. We were supposed to do that. Those guys were chunks. Your Ted used to joke about getting one of everything. Well, joke no longer. We've done it. There you are, Yagami. Today's the day I smear you into the pavement once and for all. Get ready to eat some street. Bam! I don't like that at all. Get away from me. Oh, ow. Get up. We're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. Get up.
Let's fucking go.
We missed. How did he hit us when we were behind him? Did you see that? This is bad. We need special gauge. He just blocked it entirely. All right. We're in trouble. Astro! Hey, Koromon. Do you know what that is? Were you the recommender of Koromon? Bomber Sot was on sale. That's not what I wanted to do, dang it. That's a good one to do, though. We're totally low on special gauge. We could use items to improve our special gauge, but we just don't. We don't have many. I don't think right now. I haven't really thought to buy any, honestly. Way to go, Yagami-san! You practically made that Keihin gang leader run away crying. Feels really good to have our old city back. There should be something waiting for you in the delivery box outside your office. Ooh. Y'all just felt the need to thank you for everything. Okay, hold up. We got rewards for this. Maybe it was worth it. Maybe. Also, what is this? A prize medal? I can't wait to see what kind of elixir that is. Ridiculous. I need to buy more food, but is this one that we've already, like, done before? How much stuff have we bought here? I don't even know how to tell. Oh, because it's not like the restaurants. It doesn't have a check mark on stuff. We need to buy some bentos. I don't know if this is one that we've done. Okay, hold on. Let's cancel. Which popo are we in? Walk outside real quick. Tenkaichi Street, and then if we go into our items, like, they need a better way to do this. We go into the valuables. I don't think we have the record from here. Okay, let's buy our stuff here. Alright, bentos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna fill up on them. The luxury, we'll buy a couple. I think we have some of these now. Maybe not. We're going to fill up on those too. They're going to be good for our HPs. We kind of need them. Pocket tissue. You never know when they'll come in handy. We'll have one. I guess. Sure. Oh! The cigarettes. Didn't we get an ability, so if we go to a smoking area, we can get our EX gauge back? I think we did. Maybe not full, but we can get some of it. So with that in mind, we should do that to charge up our EX gauge a little bit. 10-point total. Congratulations! Here's our limited edition record. Nice. Remember, always shop Popo. Okay. Yes, Yagami is a one-man army, able to take on all these gang members, one after another, 3 at a time, yeah. You would think we'd have such a reputation. You're right, but we don't. And then the Koromon reference, definitely possible that you referred it. You've played it, but not a whole lot. You didn't get into it as much as you could have. You didn't feel the weakness resistance chart was very intuitive. Gotcha. Can we wear a disguise here? And then, like, maybe the Keihin clan wouldn't know it was us and they wouldn't strike at us? Maybe. I think... Let's check. But I think it told us before... Yeah, no disguise. We can only put a disguise on when the game allows us to put a disguise on, which is a little sad. I mean, they did that for a reason, right? Because if they didn't do that, then everyone would be a vampire all the time, right? Oh, we didn't eat! Ouch! You'd love a shark costume? There could be one.
What a waste.
We need to find some food. Do we still have... We have to reset our hotbar. Oh. That is just... The normal bento is fine. We know our... This is the pork bento. We only have 3 left. And this one is the healthy balance. And then we also have 10 luxury ones as well. Luxury yakuniku. Which are the ones that I get when I go to a Japanese place. Come on, get the item, please. Thank you. I mean, we could go back into our favorite restaurant. It's right here. They should call the rubbers O-rings or something. But they're not just O-rings. The ribeye, the wild steak, and a salad. Yes, please. Now we've ordered one of everything from this restaurant. Which means we should probably stop coming here.
Good stuff.
But it isn't a very good location. These guys are gonna fight us too. They're everywhere. Dude, that was a big hammer, by the way. Do we just, like, run past? I think we may just run past. We technically fail, but I don't think that matters, you know? If we don't, we're never gonna get to the main story, though. It's because we're in combat. The game's like, oh, you want to kick off of this, right? The answer is no, I don't actually want to kick off of it, but yeah. Alright, here we go. Who's behind us? Oh!
Sugira.
Kaito-san told me you'd be here. Don't forget about me next time, yeah?
I wish you'd fucking forget about me. Is there a reason your little gang needs to keep meeting up here?
It's so nice of you to let us use your store, Higashi-san, especially when you're clearly so opposed to the idea.
Don't talk down to Yakuza, kid.
It's okay, Higashi-san. I think we all know you're nicer than you let on.
What the hell?
Damn, and you're braver than you look, Hoshino-kun. You got the skills to back it up?
Just a 3rd-degree black belt.
For real?
Not that I've ever had to use it.
Yes, that's Mask Dude.
Well, I'll call this meeting to order.
The one with the orange hair
Sure.
there.
I'll do the honors. Masamichi Shintani of the Genda Law Office has been murdered. Given that his eyes were gouged out, it's likely the mole was responsible.
I still don't think it's the mole, by the way.
And I'll need all of your help to track him down.
The ADDC, huh? Weird time for that to come up again.
Again? It's come up before?
We can talk about that later. What's important now is Shintani called them before he was killed.
Hold on. The game audio is desynced? 5 to 8 seconds behind? That's not good. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. You're both getting the same thing? And then question, have you tried like a hard refresh of your browser? Let's rule that out first. If that's not it, I'm not sure what to do about it just yet. All right, I don't get it. What's the connection between Shintani and the ADDC?
I think I remember them being in the news a lot last year. Something about a new drug that could win a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, here it is.
The ADDC's research into AD9 has now been published in one of the world's leading scientific magazines, leading to the gathering of reporters from both Japan and abroad that we have here today.
It's a brand new dementia drug. They call it AD9. This was right after Director Kido from the ADDC published his paper on it. They're still undergoing clinical trials on larger animals, but apparently every single mouse they've given it to has made a full recovery.
Now, with
the man giving the presentation here is Dr. Ryusuke Kido, a world leader in neurophysiology and the primary researcher on AD9.
He's the one who
I'm
showed
not
me
paying
around the
attention. I'm
Central
trying to
Coast
think how
of
to
the
fix the
Oak
audio
Forest.
issue.
Guess he's been the director for a while.
Oh, man.
From what I can tell, the Ministry of Health is increasing the ADDC's
Okay, so there's a drug.
budget
They're
for
using it on
the development of
animals.
AD9. They're even adding another building to the center. It's a huge project.
Damn good deal they've got.
I'm still not getting it, though. Why Shintani go and call them?
That's what we're about to find out. And there's only one way to do that.
Come on! Can't just take a man's phone.
First off, we'll need to figure out who Shintani was calling.
Yeah, but how are we gonna do that over the phone?
I suppose that all depends on your acting skills, Detective Yagami.
Just have to figure out who he called and why. Okay, so the speech is like a whole subtitle set behind. All right, so to fill you in, Astro, right? So we've changed our setup here a little bit, and I'm afraid that's clearly what's causing this issue. But I don't understand why at the moment. Because okay, so let me explain our situation. So I don't remember if you were here in the last stream, but I have a new monitor now, and the monitor is a 4K screen, right? So because of that, I wanted to play the PlayStation on 4K. Well, prior, I was using the PlayStation in my living room, and I was using the Remote Play app to stream to my computer, and then apparently audio and everything was great there, but we could only stream at 1080 to me. Twitch, I can only stream to Twitch at 1080 as well, so it doesn't benefit, unfortunately, you guys at all, but it does benefit for me having the better screen. Now, because of that, the PlayStation's here on my desk, plugged directly into my capture card, which is plugged into both, of course, the computer and my monitor. I have audio. I've got my voice mixers over here, my audio mixers over here. This is why I'm looking over this way. I have my audio being pumped out to my speakers, and that's what I'm hearing. But then I have that same audio channel being pumped into OBS, and it's not behind for me, and that's why now I'm shocked that it's behind for you guys. And so I'm trying to think, what even options do I have here? I don't know yet. I don't even know if I have an option. We could try. So what I'm going to do at the moment is I'm going to put the monitor on for the game audio coming out of OBS. Because I want to see if I hear it, like, echoed. Although, that doesn't quite seem to have worked. I'm not hearing anything from that. Okay. That didn't do anything for us. Oh, is it because I did the wrong thing? Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm hearing a little bit of that echo now. Sorry, guys. You know, debugging while we're trying to also stream is not necessarily the best thing, but also having the audio offset isn't the best thing either. Your guess would be an audio latency setting somewhere. Not particularly familiar with OBS. Yeah. It's interesting that we didn't have this problem. You could assume, well, maybe the problem is that we're using the capture card, right? But then you would also have to make the assumption that if the capture card was the problem, then wouldn't we have had the same issue when we were streaming the Switch through the capture card? We didn't have that problem. So then we could talk about, well, maybe it's the fact that we're sending so much more data into the capture card because it's a 4K stream coming in instead of the Switch's 1080 or 760 or whatever. I don't know. So if that's it, I don't know what. I don't think that's it though. All right, I'm just like looking at properties and stuff on the audio capture here. There should be a way for me to, so right now OBS is keying off the audio input directly from the capture card. There should be a way, theoretically, I think, for me to take that in my audio mixer and pump it out to my standard audio channel that comes in and it's different, and that might be different. Yeah, and then you've got the confusion, why is it audio and not video? That's a real good question. That's a real good question. Hey, and let me know. Actually, this might tell me a whole lot. I'm going to mute it in OBS. It's now muted in OBS. Did it mute for you, or do you still hear it? Because if you still hear it, then it tells me that it's a different audio source. Okay, so I muted it. And now it's unmuted. So that's perfect. That's great. It's the right audio source. It should be muted, or it shouldn't be muted anymore. This section is fairly quiet, right? Because no one's talking or anything. I'm sorry, everyone. Trying to see if there's anything I can possibly do here. Make this right. Okay, let me try. This is weird. Let me try this. If I do this, then do that. At the moment, this is going to be quieter, but I've just shifted audio to a different channel from my audio mixer instead of directly off the capture card. It's still from the capture card, but it's going through the mixer instead. Tell me now if you hear a delay.
ADDC, front desk speaking.
Hi there, ma'am. This is...
Hi there, ma'am. This is No One Suspicious, or Yagami, a detective. Yagami, a lawyer, or Shintani, a lawyer. And unfortunately, there's no more delay. That's great. I'm going to have to look into it a little bit better to understand why the previous channel thing that I use, it's so funny. I'm now pumping it into the audio channel that I use for Discord. Meaning, if we were playing with a group of people, all of my Discord communication goes through one channel that I have in OBS, right? And now I'm pumping this audio into the Discord channel. It's not really Discord, it's just into the audio channel that it's listening on, right? So weird. But now we're back to game, and I wasn't fully paying attention to the previous conversation because I was thinking about audio, and I know that we've just called the ADDC, and we know that Shintani, who's dead, had called this number right before he died, clearly. So, we probably just talked about the plan, and I didn't hear everything they said. So we've called them, and I can say, we're No One Suspicious, which is a really suspicious thing to say, so we're not going to say that. We could be right up front and say we're Yagami, a detective. We could lie a little bit and say we're Yagami, a lawyer. We could lie a lot and say we're Shintani, a lawyer, and then see what they say about it being Shintani, because they may know that Shintani's dead, and then they would know whatever. But if the person we're talking to is in on the murder, then they would also know when we say Yagami, the detective, because they clearly planted Shintani's body in our office, which isn't suspicious or anything, right? I think, you know what's so crazy? I'm sorry. Now that when I do this in OBS, I can see the audio bounce. I can see it delayed in the other one because there's no other sounds going on. I can see it being delayed. It's so weird. I don't know why that would be a thing. I'll look into it later. Anyways, what do you guys think? Shintani the lawyer or Yagami the detective? Those are the two options I'm going with. I don't want to say Yagami a lawyer. That doesn't make sense. If we say, and again, if we say Shintani, and the person we're talking to doesn't know about the murder, they might know, oh, if Shintani calls, route to this person, because that's the person that he talks to at this location. And then we would get to the right person. If we say Yagami, the person at the desk might not know who we are, and they would just say, oh, what can I do for you, Yagami? And then we would have to be clever. I feel like I've almost just talked myself into saying Shintani based on that logic. But being truthful, I feel like is a good thing too, which is what you're kind of voting for, Bomber. If we say Yagami a detective and the person at the desk doesn't have any specific information for us, we have to get real clever on what we say next. But let's do it. Although, yeah, let's do it.
This is Takayuki Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency.
Hello there, Yagami-san.
I'm calling about a lawyer named Shintani who I believe contacted you yesterday. I was wondering if you could connect me with whomever he spoke to.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. It's in violation of our personal information policy.
Yeah.
Well, the truth is, Shintani-san passed away yesterday. This is the last number he dialed, so I'm calling to ask about him.
I'm sorry, but that information is private. You'll need a warrant if you want to know more. I really am sorry, sir.
I see. Thank you anyway.
I think we made the wrong choice.
No way this happens over the phone. It'll be faster to just head over there myself.
You think that's gonna work?
Not sure, but I know the director, remember? Worst case scenario, I come back empty-handed.
I'll come with you, Yagami-san.
Okay, me and Nagashi will go check out what's going on with the Matsugane family. Shouldn't be tough with Hamura out of the picture.
Hey, I don't remember saying I was gonna help you.
By the way, Yagami-san, whatever happened to that guy from 3 years ago? Shinpei Okubo.
He's in the detention center. Been there since they gave him his death sentence.
Have you ever gone to see him, Yagami-san?
No. Why would I? Why do you ask anyway?
I don't know. I was wondering what he was like. The case got tons of news coverage, you know.
Kind of a weird
I was also
thing
wondering
for him to
what
be asking
you thought
about.
about the case. I mean, did you really think that he was innocent?
Probably.
But then he walked and killed his girlfriend. You defended him for that too, yeah?
I did. Kubo-san asked me to after he murdered Emi-chan in cold blood.
Yep.
Did you believe him then too?
He kept saying the same thing. How he could never have killed anyone. But I didn't believe him, no. Fighting for him in court made me sick to my stomach.
And it's why we stopped being a lawyer, right?
Do you think he deserves the death penalty?
That's enough of the questions, Sugiura.
Well, my bad. Was that too far?
He's got a different
You say
agenda
so.
here, doesn't he? Do you think he's a relative of Emi-chan or Okubo?
Yagami-san? You're heading to the ADDC now, yes? I'm gonna grab a taxi for us. I'll wait for you over on Park Boulevard.
I don't think he should go. He should go to work. Alright, hold on. Before we leave, let's talk to them real quick.
The ADDC, huh? This has got to be fate or something.
Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not one of your little buddies. Remember that.
By the way, he's probably my favorite character just because of the voice actor. A twig! Alright.
Over here, Yagami-san. I have a taxi for us.
I saw. I guess I have to go to the driver's side. Or, oh, wait. No, it would be the passenger side, wouldn't it? We are in Japan, after all. Where would you like to go? The ADDC. Be on our way. There aren't too many times we leave Kamurocho.
I've heard a bit about this place before. But the ADDC, isn't it just one part of a larger organization? If I recall correctly, they call it the Medical Institute. Is that accurate?
Yeah. They own every last inch of this campus.
It's incredible. Even with all these buildings, they're still getting budget to expand from that new drug. So? Is it the same as you remember?
Yeah.
Huh? Don't go too far ahead, Yagami-san!
Late. He should be keeping up with us, right? He said he wasn't going to be in the way. So it's becoming very clear that our past case is going to be very important for whatever we're doing right now, right? I mean, like the whole mole and
What are you all
everything.
shaken up for? Calm down. Just stick with me and you'll be fine. Got that, Yagami?
Yeah. Maybe we need some more sleep.
Yagami-san! Try not to just ditch me, okay? Is something wrong?
It's just... After 3 years, it still looks the same.
Huh?
How's the audio level now?
Almost like time itself has stopped.
Because I think the audio level's different than
Come
it
on.
was.
Front desk's over there.
Audio's good. Thank you, Astro. And by the way, Astro, thank you very much for letting me know about the difference on that delay, because it makes a huge difference. And unfortunately, the recording, right, that's going to be uploaded is going to have that in there too, and there's nothing we can do about it. But hopefully from this point on, we won't have that problem again. Head to the reception desk. Let's go the opposite direction first, because I want to explore just a little bit, because I don't think we're ever going to be able to come back here again. Okay, we cannot leave. Got to make sure that, you know, if there's a collectible or something, that we find it. There's also occasionally those QR codes for new abilities. Although I can't imagine they'd hide one here where you don't get to come back to, you know? Can we go up the stairs? No. Okay, that's where we're supposed to go. Let's go the other way. Okay. The place looked huge, but now that we've explored just a little bit, it's a lot smaller. Everything else is blocked off. I was actually in an office somewhat recently, earlier this year, that honestly looked a lot like this.
Do you have an appointment, sir?
I don't, sorry. My name is Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. This is my partner, Yagami. We're here to talk about a murder that took place in Kamurocho yesterday.
A murder?
A coworker of ours named Shintani. He was the victim.
We have a record that he called this center before he was killed.
Huh?
We're hoping you can help us track down exactly who he spoke to.
I'm very sorry, sir, but I
you should
can't
look at the person
provide
when you're
such
talking to him.
private information.
Well, could I at least talk to Director Kido instead? He's an old friend of mine. Just let him know Yagami stopped by to say hello.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Look over there.
Guy on the right's totally Yakuza, right?
Gentlemen, I really don't know what else you want from me. I have nothing more to say. I've told the police all that I know.
Director Ryusuke Kido.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about all this, Director. Problem is, my partner here won't give it a rest till he sees the scene of the crime. But I'm sure we'll be leaving soon.
That's not what we agreed upon. You know this isn't about how long it takes.
3 years earlier, Advanced Drug Development Center.
And
the
what about
ADDC.
Okubo? I take it he's still not fessed up.
No, not quite as of yet, sir. But we all saw where the body was. Exactly where he said it would be.
Quite true. Not much point in fighting this now. The Minister has made it clear that he wants it resolved soon as well. Just look at how much trouble one contractor has caused.
Sorry, which minister? I didn't know about this, sir.
The Health Minister. It's all his call how much funding we get.
Director, If I may, if you would just direct me to the scene of the crime, I could head over there myself. I'll be out of your hair in no time, I assure you.
I'd rather you didn't wander on your own. So instead, she can show you. Terasawa-kun, these gentlemen here are Shintani-sensei and,
Yagami.
It's a pleasure. I hope I can help you find what you need.
Well, with that, I'll be taking my leave.
Thank you again, Director. Apologies for all the trouble.
We said we were friends with
This
the
way.
director.
I can show you how to get to Wakusan's room.
Friends is a strong word.
The guy who died in his room?
Oh, yeah. And you are... Terasawa-san, huh? Wow, you're young. And a looker to boot.
Shintani.
Can we keep this professional?
Huh?
Nice try, Shintani-sensei.
Come on, dude.
Not the friendliest girl in town, huh?
We're not exactly welcome guests here.
After I busted my ass to pass the bar, I always figured I'd have my pick of the ladies.
Walking so slow. I can't match his pace. He just jumped away.
Right this way, please. Straight ahead is the ADDC's general ward. Wakusan's room is on the 4th floor.
I pushed him violently. Oh no, bummer. I can't believe you saw that. So the original murder that Okube
This was the room assigned to Wakusan.
was being charged for was for a murder here, it would
What's down
seem.
there?
That's the research wing, where they develop all our new drugs.
Oh.
You can't get in without a gold key card, though. Not even I have one.
Gold, huh?
I suppose because it's the heart of the center's operations.
Huh. Sounds like it's a whole nother world back there. Security like that must be a bitch. Come on, Yagami.
Before he died, Wakusan spent most of his time in here.
And when was he admitted?
2 years ago. With Alzheimer's.
Some kind of dementia, right?
Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative disease that leads to dementia, yes. In fact, it's the cause of almost 70% of all dementia cases.
So, they're one and the same, kinda? Anyway, do what you gotta do, Yagami.
Do you think our abilities that we've purchased still work here? There's a cat. I heard the cat. We're gonna see it outside, right?
Uh-huh.
Outside the window, maybe? There. Also, okay, it's definitely there. It's not vibrating for me. So we don't have our purchased abilities. Which makes sense. This is in the past. You legit thought that cat was from your cat. It's not. He has clear view of... Oh no, this is probably where we walked across. Looking around a little bit. I don't know that there's going to be anything for us to see out here other than the cat.
Has anyone else slept here since Wakusan's death?
Nobody, no.
And Wakusan was missing from his room the morning of the incident, yes?
That's right.
So he was murdered here, then carried out.
I can't say for sure, but it's likely.
Working on that assumption, how was his body carried outside? I should look a little closer. Indeed, you should. Yeah, we got good hearing. To be able to hear the cat way down there up here is not realistic at all. So slow. Oh, wait, what? Shintani, self-proclaimed king of the Gendala office. 40 years old, single, and looking. Hobbies include leering and being condescending. Alright, how about you? Anything suspicious?
Suspicious.
Please tell me it's gonna be about her name tag. Nope, I really shouldn't stare like this. She's gonna think I'm no better than Shintani-sensei.
Hey.
Harasawa-san, a nurse at the ADDC hospital. Doesn't look too happy, probably because Shintani-sensei has been a creep since he laid eyes on her. Or maybe she's just always tense. Or maybe she knows something. Investigate the window, it says. I kind of wish it didn't tell us things like that necessarily, but it's alright.
What the? The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through here. Hey, all the rooms have windows like this, right? Seems like people would notice if something was going on in here.
Well, we only have so many employees in this ward. The halls stay fairly busy, but it's mostly dementia patients moving between appointments.
I see. I wonder how the room looks from the hallway.
You got all you need from here, yeah?
I think so.
Okay. I think so. I don't think there's anything else to look at. Although we didn't look at the ceiling. Okay.
You can definitely see what's going on from out here. Shintani-sensei, can you lay on the bed for me?
I guess so. Care to join me,
Oh my
Terasawa-san?
goodness.
What do you got to lose? It was a joke.
Oh yeah, it was a joke.
So from this
He's a
vantage
creep.
point, we can't make out the person's face.
Oh, so it was someone
is
else's
this the
body?
colossal waste of time I knew it'd be?
Nope. I got something I'd only get from being here.
Does it matter? It's been days. Case is practically closed. Shinpei Okubo is guilty as hell.
Well, according to him, he's not.
Of course that's what he says. Consider the facts, though, man. You want to review the case?
Yes.
Sure. Let's go over what we know so far.
Whatever you want. All right, here we go.
I actually really like this whole scene getting all the
Our victim
history.
was the patient staying in this room. Koichi Waku, male, age 66. At 8:30 a.m. on the morning of the crime, the nurses noticed he was missing from his bed. Given Waku's degenerative state, they assumed he was wandering around the hospital somewhere. But after being unable to track him down, hospital staff filed a missing persons report.
Right.
You know what a dementia patient's like, though. Hard to imagine they'd make it outside on their own. The only conclusion then was that somebody must have taken him out of the hospital. After inspecting all the cars that came in and out of the center, they were left with one possible suspect. A laundryman by the name of Shinpei Okubo. It didn't take much prodding for Okubo to confess burying Waku's body out in the mountains. And lo and behold,
So
3 months after Waku disappeared,
Okubo
the cops found
buried
his
the body,
rotting
but
away
didn't do
right
the murder?
where Okubo said it'd be. Cause of death was most likely suffocation, but they still don't know for sure. Any objections to this so far, Yagami-sensei?
Actually, yeah. You're forgetting something.
And what's that?
Okubo-kun insists he didn't kill anyone. All he admits to is dumping the body.
You can't say for sure that the guy who dumped the body actually committed the murder. If I budge on that, I'd be admitting Okubo-kun did it before the trial even started.
Oh, sure. But come on, Yagami. Guy's got a history of assault, and it's on record. Roughed up his girlfriend, accidentally broke her finger.
Right, but that was over 6 years ago. He was just a kid. Got drunk, made a huge mistake.
And what? It's okay for a kid to hit a woman?
Of course not. But that's not what he's on trial for.
True.
I don't condone what he did. But legally, committing one crime doesn't mean you're guilty of another.
Fine. But what about Okubo's shaky alibi? He said he left the center at 10 a.m. after grabbing the sheets from the general ward. Claimed Wakusan's corpse somehow got loaded into his truck. Who's gonna believe garbage like that?
If anyone should, it's his lawyers.
So...
We're meeting with Okubo after this, right? You should just be honest with him. Tell him the case is unwinnable.
Are you two done here?
Yep. Can you show us the garage next? The one where Okubo-kun parked his truck. The service entrance, I think it was. That's the only other place we'll need to see today.
Do we think he was
We'll
part
need to
of
take
the
an
murder?
elevator down there. Follow me.
And so if he was part of the murder, he was the one just dumping the body? Or do we think that he was in his truck, he found the body, he didn't know it was going to be there, and then he panicked, and his panicked reaction was to go bury it somewhere out in the middle of nowhere? I mean, maybe. That sounds like it might be plausible, although I do think that panicking and burying the body is probably not the right choice to do.
Follow me.
Like to go a different direction here, but I don't think we really have that option. Kind of looking around. There's no one here. This place is a ghost town. Ghost town. You could walk a little faster. I wouldn't mind. Thanks for the links.
Yagami, you're never gonna last if you keep taking cases like this. Criminal suits are a constant test of your conviction, your sense of justice. They don't even pay that well.
Careful who you say that around.
Look, just chill out, okay? Take it from me. I've been around the block way longer than you have.
Basically, our convictions are why we're no longer a lawyer. To defend someone who we don't believe is actually truthful is not something that Yagami can do.
You'd make it out with no problem if you put a body into your truck down here. It's quiet.
It is.
Hey, Yagami, check this out. These are the carts they use to collect sheets and linens. Day of the crime, Okubo was all over the hospital with one of these things. Would have been simple for him to sneak a body in there and cart it right out.
Maybe so. Where was Okubo parked on the day of the incident?
Oh,
Walk around a little bit before we talk to him? To look, you know? Just to look and see. I'm not gonna run out that way. Oh, okay, good. Good. Now we don't have to worry about it. We can't run out that way. Here's the thing. If I'm making a game, and I give you this long hallway, I'm putting something at the end of it, right? Something to reward the person for going out of their way. But there's a lot of games that would have that long hallway for no reason, and then have nothing at the end. At least this one blocks the hallway, purposely.
the truck was parked here, with the back facing the elevator. Here's a recreation of it.
I see.
DNA evidence from the victim was found in the flatbed of the truck. That's proof enough that the body was there. And when they confronted Okubo, he flat out admitted it.
When was Waku-san last seen?
Just before 8 a.m. on the day of the crime.
Yeah, 7:50 to be precise. An ADDC scientist will be testifying to that. He claims he saw him nice and cozy in his bed.
I see. Can we talk to this witness?
I tried to get an appointment, but they shut me down. Said they don't want us interfering with their research anymore.
They're not willing to make an exception this once?
This isn't an issue you want to push, Yagami. Worst case scenario, you get charged with witness intimidation.
All right. Anyway, the victim was last seen at 7:50.
That's right. Breakfast is at 8 o'clock, so the patients who can walk on their own gather in the break room. But on the day of his disappearance, 8:30 came and went with no sign of Waku-san.
You thought you'd find him quickly. Didn't exactly turn out that way.
Right.
Got that, Yagami? Here, let's go over some more details.
Sure. Let's hear what the great Shintani-sensei has to say. We clearly don't think too much of him. For good reason, I feel like. I wonder if they're hinting a little bit. This is the drug research company, and there was clearly a hallway that led to the extra security drug research labs, right? Is it going to turn out that they took him and used him as some kind of test subject for a new drug? Maybe. Then he died and they dumped him in the laundry? I bet you that's what it is. I bet you for real, Okubo did not kill this guy. And then, I also bet you, because we've said this from day one, I don't think Okubo killed his sister either. I have a feeling he was framed. So that whoever inside the hospital here, or the research center, whoever actually did it, is covering their tracks so they couldn't be found, you know? That's what I think's happening. And it's very unfortunate that maybe we never went back and talked to Okubo. But I think, again, what's happened is we fully believe he killed his sister. I mean, at this point in the game, at this point in the history, the backstory of our character, that part hasn't happened yet, right? But in the present day time, we do think that he's killed his sister, and we defended him for that and lost. But the defense of that, we could never do that again. We fully believed he killed his sister. We couldn't, like, go out and try to prove someone's innocence when we don't even believe it. Which, unfortunately, is the job of a lawyer, right? The job of the lawyer isn't necessarily to bring out the truth. It's to win the case, right? Your case is for your client. Regardless of what the truth is, you're trying to prove that there isn't enough evidence to prove them to be the criminal or otherwise, right? It's a weird thing to be a lawyer, I bet. I'm not one. The closest to a courtroom I've been was... I'll tell this story real quick. This was quite a few years ago, but I was called for jury duty. And they called a lot of people for this jury duty. And they wouldn't even tell us what the case was, so I don't even to this day know what it was. I have the suspicion it may have been a drunk driver, and I have the suspicion that someone may have died, but that's all that's suspicions. I don't even really know. But let me tell you, I had to go in on Monday, and you know where I sat? In the basement all day, because my name wasn't called. I had to go in on Tuesday, and you know where I sat? In the basement, because my name wasn't called. And this went on all the way until Friday. So I was there literally full days, Monday through Thursday, full days of just being in the basement with granted, a lot of other people. We all got like divided up into different groups, and the group that I was in turned out to be the final group. And so it was like midway on Friday that finally they had our group go into the courtroom for, jury interrogation to see like who they wanted to pick. And after all of that, I didn't get picked. And I kind of wish I had, because I think it would have been an interesting experience to actually be on a real jury. But that didn't happen. Instead, I got to go, and I remember I had brought like either my DS or PS Vita or something. I don't remember. I had a handheld gaming console, and I had books, and that's what I did. I got the whole week off of work, basically. Although I would have rather have been at work than sitting in that basement doing nothing. And I had to use a parking garage, and at the parking garage, I can't remember. Now I can't remember. It's like I said, it's been many years. I can't remember if I had to pay for the parking garage or if they ended up reimbursing it. But, geez. 2 times that you went to jury duty, you got released on the second day and got to read Beowulf and Hamlet. Good choices, good choices. I don't even remember what books I read or anything. It's been so long, but it's funny. I met a person there that we exchanged our Steam IDs, because like, oh, we both play games. They probably I don't even remember like how we talked it to each other, but we were at the same table, and of course they saw me with a game console, right? However, we added each other to Steam, and we have not spoken since. So I still have them on my Steam friends list, but we've never played together. And then I just found out, literally just found out last week, that I happened to notice their nickname on Steam, because I actually set their real name as their name on Steam, but their nickname on Steam, their real name, or sorry, their Steam name, was a .ttv. So I found out that they also stream, so I popped into one of their VODs. They weren't streaming, and I watched for a few minutes, and that was interesting. The one jury notice that you got, your name was called, though you weren't picked. And the case was like this huge murder case where like 8 people were killed. That one would have, I think, been a very difficult case, but again, very interesting, right, to be a part of. Okay, hold on. I'm remembering more stuff the more we're talking about it. So sitting in the jury box, right, they were, the different lawyers were interrogating each person. And they were asking questions like, how do you feel about these things? And what's your job? And do you have any relatives who are members of the police or anything like that, right? They were asking lots of these types of questions. And this one woman, she's like, I mean, I can't even really paraphrase what she said, but she started like just going off. She was yelling at them and how I can't sit here because varicose veins and I'll get blood clots and you're gonna have to pay for all these medical bills, and she was just going nuts. And they ended up skipping to the next person, and then she kept like just talking, and they went to the next. Finally got to the next person, and then she would just keep like more outbursts, and then she got expelled from the courtroom by the judge because the judge was there too, and so that was neat. And then there was another guy there because again, right, they're asking you questions, and they're like, "How do you feel about cops?" And he's like, "They're the worst ever. We shouldn't have police. They're just murderers and whatever." And he was just going nuts, and I think he got expelled too. And I don't know if these people, if that's really how they are, or if they were just looking to get out of jury duty. But they got out of jury duty, that's for sure. Wow, they said that they expected that case to last like 2 years. Oh, but you know what, though? If the case lasts for 2 years, the jury is probably, like the actual court case is probably only in session for, what is it, like a week or whatever it takes at the very end, right? It probably wouldn't be court re-adjourning every month or whatever, but who knows? Yeah, people will say anything to get out. It was definitely an interesting experience.
All we know is Waku was taken out of his room sometime between 7:50 when he was last seen and 8:30 when everyone noticed he was gone. During that 40-minute span, somebody suffocated Waku and stuffed him into the laundry bin. Nobody suspected there was a body in the cart. And the only clear culprit was Okubo, the man in charge of the laundry. To further back this up, DNA evidence from Waku was found in Okubo's truck. Then when the police questioned Okubo, he confessed to burying the body in the
Like,
mountains of
his
Okutama.
biggest mistake was burying the body.
3 months after the crime, Waku's corpse was finally found. With me? This thing's airtight, Yagami. I know you're getting into this, but come on. Just give it up already. You don't have a chance.
Even though Okubo says he's innocent, I promised him we'd do everything we could.
Not my problem. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
Right, Astro?
I'll do it alone. You don't have to be involved.
Even if I'm not, the loss will hurt Genda-sensei's reputation.
I'm sorry, but our client says he's innocent. I can't back down from this.
Fine. I'll be in the lobby.
He has info. He has something. Saw or
if you
conviction.
like, I could take you to see Waku-san's room again.
You don't mind? That would be great.
Here I am again. Don't really see anything out of the ordinary, though. Info added. But yeah, this guy's DNA was found in his truck that carries the sheets and the blankets. Of course the DNA was found there. But clearly also the body was transported in the truck, right? Because Okubo buried the body. Why did he bury the body? Again, I'm assuming he just panicked and decided, I need to get rid of this, or they'll think I killed him. But really, the best thing to do would have been, I was cleaning out the sheets, and I found the body here, right? And then you're less of a suspect, because you didn't do much. You reported it. Granted, just because you reported it doesn't mean you're innocent, but it definitely points towards you not being the culprit, right? Okay.
Are you finished?
I guess so. Wait, no, hold on.
Not yet. Just a little longer.
Let's double check, right? Let's make sure that there's nothing to
I wonder
examine.
how well you can see in here from the hallway.
Oh, well, we can't see the hallway too great, so you'd only be able to see this side.
Waku-san was here until the morning of the incident. Then he just up and disappeared. The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through
It's
here.
all the same stuff we saw earlier, I think. Bouncing around the room. Guess we're done.
Are you finished?
Oh yeah, she's definitely a lot nicer now.
Yeah, I've seen what I need. Anything else you can share?
There is.
How long will Okubo-san's sentence be?
Huh?
If he's found guilty, that is.
Probably 10 years, maybe more. It's hard to say for sure.
And what if he confesses? Would they shorten his sentence?
Well, at the very least, it'd make a better impression than insisting he didn't do it.
But you're still going to push an innocent plea? Even though Okubo-san is the one who'll suffer for it?
If he's really not guilty, he won't have to. I'll win. But to be perfectly honest, this is my first criminal case.
What?
Civil cases have been a mixed bag for me, too. I've actually lost more than I've won.
Is that so?
Apparently, a smart lawyer would never even consider an innocent plea in this case. Guess it's a good thing that I'm not so smart then, because I honestly believe I can win. Terasawa-san, were you close to Okubo-kun?
I spoke to him pretty often, yes. I would see him around the ward all the time.
And what did you think of him? Did he seem like the kind of guy who'd do something like this?
I'm sorry. The director told us not to say too much.
Yeah, because the director is protecting.
Wait. If you know anything that can help, just get in touch, okay? I'll do whatever it takes to set Okubo-kun free. But I can't do it alone. Just give it some thought, Terasawa-san. Just now, we went to the ADDC. Thought I should have a look at things with my own eyes.
And how did it go?
There's no chance you walk. You're practically a lost cause.
Hey.
Yagami-sensei, is that what you think?
It's like this, Okubo. You tell me you're innocent, and I'll fight to the end. I really have nothing to lose by helping you out.
It's just like I told you. Whoever did it is framing me.
And then when we got him off, they killed his sister out of a little bit of revenge, but also to pin more blame on him.
You were in the general war at the ADDC, yes? Starting at 8 a.m., you went around to each room and gathered the linens.
Yes. Nobody would dispute that.
And after that, you covered Wakusan's nose and mouth, suffocated him, and then carted him out in the laundry bin.
That's not true. Wakusan wasn't there when I went into his room. I didn't see him at all that day. You have to believe me.
And I do. So when you went down to leave the center at 10 a.m. after gathering the linens, you realized there was a body hidden in the truck.
Yes. That's what happened.
Then, after debating whether or not to report the body, you chose to hide it in the mountains.
That's going to be a huge hurdle to climb in the trial. Agreed.
I had a criminal assault on my record. I knew the police would have suspected me if I went to them.
Aren't you forgetting the bad blood you had with Wakusan?
Huh?
Bad blood? What are you talking about?
3 days before the murder, Wakusan claimed Okubo-kun here punched him and stole his wallet. They told me all about it at the center.
When did you even ask?
While you were busy chatting up Terasawa-chan. Even if I bitch about it, I'm still damn good at my job.
Well, Okubo-kun, did you take his wallet, or...?
Not quite. They call it delusion of theft. It's a symptom of dementia. You think something's been stolen from you, then blame the first person you see. Not the easiest thing to deal with, right? Someone accuses you of theft for no reason? Must have been a shock. So when Wakusan tried to hit you, you just about hit him back.
But I didn't hit him.
No. You murdered him.
I wouldn't kill him.
We're playing good lawyer, bad lawyer here.
Ah, I wish I could believe you, pal. Come on, Okubo-kun. You got a record of violence.
It wasn't me. I swear. Somebody set me up. Please, you have to believe me. Whoever did this is laughing at all of us right now.
Calm down.
Yagami-sensei, do you believe me?
I do.
Okay. Then next time, come alone.
Fine. I can take a hint. You and Yagami-sensei can cuddle up all you want.
I mean, Yagami should have kicked him out.
Hey, you know that nurse, Terasawa-san? Cute girl. Sounded like she was worried about you. Bet you'd have a chance with her once you get out of here.
I don't know. If you'll excuse me.
So Shintani just left you hanging, huh? He's gotta learn some damn patience.
Maybe so. But this is my case now. I can handle it myself.
Huh. Okay.
You used to work in a retirement home in the kitchen, and there was a person there with dementia, and they thought that the person delivering their food took a bite of the sandwich before delivering it. That's yeah, it's a very long flashback. But that situation, I feel like dementia's the worst, isn't it? I mean, it's a terrible fear that I have, and probably other people, right? To not be cognizant of what's going on around you, and maybe even your own actions. It's terrible. Okay, so we're still in flashback.
Have you seen Mafia lately?
Well, where's this coming from?
She's just not that great with men. I suggest you be more assertive.
Right. Okay.
You mean that friend of yours, Saori-kun? She's got Shintani all riled up. Said he'd have been nicer to you if he knew you had friends who looked like her. Jackass.
Hey, nothing's official yet, guys. Regardless, keep it on the down low, okay?
Yet? That word says more than you think.
So, she's the other lawyer, right? We've talked to her before. Clearly, we were dating or almost dating. And now I don't think we have such a great relationship with her.
I'll keep my lips sealed.
And is a friend of Sayori-san.
Mafia-kun's a prosecutor, right?
Oh, okay.
Isn't it kind of taboo for her to date a defense attorney?
Can we not do this?
Either way, guess the Okubo case comes first. We're pleading innocent, yeah?
That's the plan.
What is your plan here? This isn't gonna be an easy win.
Well, I'm working on that. There's one piece of evidence that still bothers me.
Yeah? And what's that?
What should I focus on if I want to prove Okubo isn't innocent? The fact that when you look from the window, you can't see the face. That's what we focus on. A while back, you think you mentioned one of your favorite sodas, Cactus Cooler, an orange pineapple drink? I don't recall. You recently came across something else, Succulent Sipper, very obviously based off of the Cactus Cooler, but it's a hard seltzer. Oh, you know, I've had some fairly decent hard seltzers, and you know what the worst part about the hard seltzer is you can just drink them. You can just go through them. And if it's like a hot day out, like that's the best time for a hard seltzer. Hot day, you're outside, let me just drink one. And then it's easy to go, well, I'm still thirsty and it's hot, why don't I drink another one? And now you're 4 in and woo, that's bad. Four's a lot, because those hard seltzers usually have a fairly decent alcohol content. Granted, the cans are usually not gigantic, they're slim but tall. Anyways, Astro, I'm assuming you enjoyed that Succulent Sipper. This is what we want to focus on.
Take a look at this. It's the hospital room the victim was staying in. This is the last place Waku-san was seen before he disappeared. At the time, the witness would have seen Waku-san from this angle through the window in the door, but the cabinet here would have been blocking his face.
Uh-huh.
In other words, there's room to argue that the witness never actually saw Waku-san to begin with. It might have just looked like there was somebody in there. Or maybe the killer set it up to look that way.
And how would that impact the trial?
Well, the premise that the victim was still alive at 8 o'clock would no longer be on the table. Meaning, the crime could have occurred during a much wider time range. With that in mind, we could claim there's no proof that Okubo took Waku-san out of the room.
Right. Not bad.
What the hell's your problem?
Was that Shintani?
Sure was.
I think so.
Get back here!
That bastard. Oh, he's eavesdropping on you.
What the hell?
I tried to stop him, but he pulled a stun gun on me.
Hey!
Oh, it's the nurse. You'll post a pic of him? Alright, I'll check him out later tonight.
You won't get away.
We were chasing people down even before we were a detective. In a suit, no less.
Hold up!
Come on.
You won't get away.
What, was that really faster? Yeah, she was fast. That's for sure. It's definitely the nurse, though.
A woman?
Help! Someone help me!
Aren't you Terasawa-san?
Let me go!
We got a groper out here? Scum of the earth!
Oh, great.
Not on my watch, you son of a bitch!
We gonna have any of our abilities? Ah, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Ha! We almost got hit, by the way. Ah, we're getting hit. Look at our HP bar. Very small. We're also doing very little damage. He's a good blocker. We can learn something from him. Missed. Come on. One dude left. You're going down. Got him. Hard mode. Play the whole game as Lawyer Yagami. That would be neat, actually.
Can all lawyers fight like that?
She didn't run away. Where are we going? Back to the office, probably, right? Oh, no.
Did you really need to run away like that?
Bartender.
I assume you came to see me.
There was something I wanted to talk to you about, yes. But I wasn't sure if I should. Then that pig-headed friend of yours started shouting, so I just lost it.
Okay, but did you have to tase him? Not that he didn't have it coming. Anyway, I'm listening if you want to talk. No matter what it is, I'll keep your secret. Anything you tell me will fall under client attorney privilege.
Well, you know the witness who last saw Waku-san? Said he saw him sleeping in his bed.
Uh-huh.
Well, that witness is a man by the name of Shono-san. He's one of the scientists at the ADDC. Not only that, but he's the director's right-hand man, too.
You know, I was also thinking that the person who said that they saw him could also have just been lying. Right? Pretty much your run-of-the-mill researcher.
Yes. He's a very dedicated doctor, so the nurses have a lot of faith in him. But something felt off when I heard what he had to say about the incident.
And what's that?
I guess I'm just skeptical as to whether or not he actually saw Waku-san. I don't think he's intentionally deceiving us, but he may be mistaken somehow. And if I had to guess, I'd say the other nurses feel the same.
Still, why hasn't anyone mentioned this until now?
How could we? Nurses talking about a doctor behind his back? That's not something a nurse could do without consequences. And if it came to a courtroom testimony,
None of you would testify?
maybe the other nurses wouldn't, but I would. I never really fit in over there anyway.
So if I get fired, it's
Besides-
fine.
Yeah.
I think Okubo-san is innocent.
Oh, really? Sounds like I've finally got an ally on my team.
Actual court case.
I'm currently employed as a researcher at the Advanced Drug Development Center. Part of our research consists of clinical tests we perform on patients in the general ward of the center. On the day of the crime, I was making my usual rounds through the ward.
Yoji Shono.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50?
You're sure?
Yes, the patients eat breakfast at precisely 8 o'clock. I always head to the break room myself.
Bafuyu
right around
and say,
then, too.
This
Alright.
break room, to be precise?
I think I got her name wrong.
That's correct. Our more mobile patients walk there for breakfast instead of eating in their own rooms. Then, while the nurses help the patients eat, I
already
ask about how
That's what
they
it is.
feel and how the medicine is treating them.
And on the day of Waku-san's disappearance, you passed by his room before going to the break room?
Yes,
And in that room, you saw Waku-san lying on the bed.
yes.
Can you describe the situation to us as you remember it?
Oh, and we know who that guy is too, right?
The door has a window, so you can see into the room from the hallway.
And this is the room you're referring to, yes?
That's correct. From where I was standing in the hallway, I could see Waku-san lying in bed. He
Ah,
was
now we'll show
asleep,
our photo.
with a blanket covering most of his body.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50.
No further questions.
Yagami-sensei, why did you call her to the stand?
She actually asked to testify. Is that a problem?
Not really, no.
Here's my chance for a comeback.
Terasawa-san, you were present for Shono-san's testimony just now, yes?
Yes.
And what is your opinion on that testimony?
For a scientist, I felt his wording was rather imprecise. And as a medical professional, I felt his actions were negligent.
Those are some strong words.
Could I ask you to be a little more specific?
Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, there's no way he could have known that just by looking in from the hallway.
I have evidence supporting Terasawa-san's testimony.
Shono shouldn't have been able to see Waku. I have evidence to prove that. Uh-huh, it's the same one we showed Genda-sensei.
Please look at this. It's a photograph of the victim's room as viewed from the hallway. In other words, this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san.
We should have taken the photo with Shintani laying in it, like to prove the point specifically that, oh look, you can't see a face. This evidence points to this fact, that the culprit was hiding in the hospital room, or that Shono's testimony was a lie, or that the victim was already dead, or that the culprit is Shono, who claims to be a witness. We don't know that Shono did it. Like here's the thing, right? Shono could easily have just seen a body on the bed and said, yep, there he is. But without, like, a real identification. So, like, do we say it was a lie? I mean, his testimony might be true. I saw him in there. But he was wrong. It wasn't him. It was a body or someone else, right? I don't know that we could say that the victim was already dead. But I think that's what we're trying to say, right? We're trying to say that the window is a lot larger So I think that's what I'm gonna say.
Waku-san was already dead when Shono-san went to check on him.
What are you implying?
At the time, the defendant hadn't yet collected the linens. In fact, he hadn't even arrived at the ADDC, meaning Okubo-san could not have been the murderer.
Assuming that's true, then, why did he go through the trouble of hiding Waku-san's body in his laundry cart?
Huh? Well, depending on how you look at it...
Please. You know this is a court of law, don't you?
Shoot, I have to calm down. Let's try this again. I guess I picked the wrong thing.
Let me start over. Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, I'm not convinced that's actually what happened.
It's a good point, Bomber. We know we're gonna win. Shono shouldn't have been able to see Waku. I've got evidence to prove it. Right. We've got the same evidence. Well, here's the thing. I feel like he said he... So then, whatever about why did he throw the body in there? Oh, that's true, though. There would have been a body. I guess let's say... This is the right evidence, almost certainly, right?
Please look at this. It's a photograph of... In other words...
Skip. I want to say this points then to the culprit was hiding in the hospital room. How about that? Honestly, I don't know which one it wants us to say. Because again, I feel like we don't know this. Let's just say it was a lie.
Shono-san was lying when he said he saw Waku-san in the bed.
Excuse me?
What he saw from the door was likely nothing more than a bulge of sheets. He couldn't have been able to identify it specifically as Waku-san. So to claim as much in his testimony seems like quite an exaggeration, don't you think?
But common sense would dictate otherwise, would it not? Who would be in the bed other than Waku-san?
The staff nurses are trained to always enter a room when checking in on a patient. In Waku-san's case, it's impossible to tell anything just by looking in from the hallway. There was actually one time a while back where we thought he was under the covers, only to find Waku-san eating in the break room a second later. And upon re-examining the room, we realized that we had mistaken a bunched-up pillow for Waku-san.
The witness makes an important distinction. The prosecution asserts that Shono-san's testimony is clear, that the victim was taken out of his room at some point between 7:50 and 8:30 in the morning. They claim that because of this time frame, the defendant must have smuggled Waku-san's body out in his laundry bin.
That's why Okobo-kun was assumed to be the only person who could have killed Waku-san.
But if Shono-san's testimony is invalid, as the defense asserts, we have to consider the possibility that Waku-san was taken in the middle of the night when nobody else was around. After which, the killer could have waited until the morning to plant the body in the defendant's truck. In other words, the defense establishes that there is reasonable doubt that Okubo-san is the killer, rendering the prosecution's central argument unsound. Your Honor, taking this new testimony into account, I'd like to call Shono-san back to the stand for cross-examination.
Boom! Mic drop.
Shono-san.
Yes?
Let's see how Shono responds with that evidence and Terasawa-san's testimony out in the open.
I'll get right to the point. On the day of the crime, what did you see when you looked into Waku-san's room?
I saw Waku-san asleep in his bed, I think.
And did you get a clear look at his face?
I don't remember.
So it's possible that it could have been someone other than Waku-san in that bed. Or maybe even a pillow that you mistook to be Waku-san's body. Isn't that right?
Objection! The defense is leading the witness.
Sustained. Please rephrase the question.
Shono-san, can you say without a doubt that Waku-san was in that bed when you checked on him?
I don't think I can, no.
Then the defense rests. But I do have a quick remark for the prosecution.
Huh?
The prosecution's argument has fallen apart. Now to go in for the kill.
The charges against my client stem from your assertion that he's the only possible suspect, assuming the crime took place within the stated time frame. However, the defense has proven without a doubt that Shono-san's testimony is unreliable, establishing reasonable doubt for my client. I would suggest then that you withdraw the charges against my client. With such inconclusive evidence, you'll only be wasting the court's precious time.
The prosecution does not consider the witness's testimony inconclusive. His memory of the incident may be fuzzy, yes, but that doesn't change that he saw the victim.
I mean...
So, your whole case is based on a fuzzy memory? This promising young man's future is at stake, and you're willing to throw that away on unreliable testimony?
Dr. Shono is a bright and diligent researcher. After watching his own grandmother develop dementia, he vowed to create a drug that could cure the disease. After paying his own way through medical school, he went on to become the head researcher at the ADDC. Day after day, Dr. Shono visits his sick patients out of the kindness of his heart, leading to his valiant testimony here today. If you want to know whether I trust this man, then my answer is a resounding yes.
In other words, because he's such a great researcher, his testimony is infallible. His own admission that he's not sure is somehow overlooked? Is that the sum of it? Because from here, it sounds like you're putting your faith in Shono-san's title, not his testimony today.
The prosecution is not as easily swayed as you think. And you want to talk reputation? What of your client's history of domestic abuse?
We're not going down right the character of the people, right? We're not trying to look at anything other than what is right in front of us. However, it is definitely a valid tactic to make yourself look better, right? That's why they always tell you, right, if you're going to court or whatever, to dress your best, because what looks better? A person in a suit? Do you think that, oh man, that person in the suit who looks so, put together could be capable of doing this compared to the person in sweatpants? Do you think they're capable of doing it? I mean, granted, that's just a looks thing. It's very superficial, but it's a reality thing too, right? That people do judge based on the cover of a book. That's what he's trying to do right now. He's trying to give the what is it called, a character witness or something like that, to say that this guy is such a hard-working, smart, good guy that of course he's, testimony here is got to be true, even if he did say, I don't fully remember, maybe it wasn't him. But the original statement was it was him, and that's what he's trying to go with. Clearly, right, we know we win. It's kind of a bad defense at this point.
6 years ago, the defendant broke his girlfriend's finger.
But also, this doesn't matter.
Still suffering from the effects. And the cause? A minor, drunken disagreement. Now, fast forward to what occurred a few days prior to the crime. Waku-san,
this guy is the
suspecting the
reporter or the
defendant of
journalist or
stealing his
whatever.
wallet, lashed out and punched the defendant in the face. Given the clearly violent nature of Okubo-san here, that alone would be motivation enough to murder the poor old...
Is something wrong, ma'am? Please remain seated while court is in session.
I think him punching him in the face
Terasawa-san?
is a lie.
Okubo-san is not a violent person. And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
My court will not stand for this commotion.
He didn't blame Waku-san at all. He knew that the outburst was just caused by his dementia. That it was all the sickness's fault. So there was no reason for him to resort to murder.
Terasawa-san, please.
Okubo-san really is an incredible, caring person.
Please leave this courtroom at once.
You're right that he may be hard to approach, but he's a kind soul, and he always keeps his promises. Okubo-san's not the only person in this courtroom who would be affected by a guilty verdict, either. As a matter of fact, it would break my heart.
Not guilty!
At all. He wanted me to keep this a secret, not to tell anyone, not even his lawyer, that we were dating. making sure I was safe was the only thing in the world he cared about. That's just who he is. But when the prosecution has already decided he's a criminal, how could he possibly be given a fair trial?
Her little outburst wasn't technically admissible, but as the trial dragged on, it hung over the jury like a stone. And in the end, Shinpei Okubo was found not guilty. But only a month after his release, everything changed. The same girl who had so bravely proclaimed Okubo's innocence died by the man's own hand.
Oh, wait a second. I thought it was his sister. It wasn't his sister. What, didn't they say it was Emmy? Emmy-chan, his sister? I'm a little confused now.
Hi.
Something wrong? No, it's nothing, Vice Minister.
But
I haven't seen you in about 3 years, Kido-san. I see you're still the director.
You look familiar, but I can't quite place the name. I seem to recall you looking sharper.
I'm a detective based in Kamurocho now. The name's Yagami.
I remember now.
It was always the girlfriend. I don't know why. I thought it was a sister then.
Kuren's no longer with us. Remember Shono?
Okubo-san was unstoppable. If only my testimony had been better.
Shono-san, right?
Does it matter? What brings you here anyway?
I'm investigating a murder, and I'll need your cooperation with it. Just like old times.
But why would he
Yes,
cooperate?
I see. Yes. Thank you. It does seem we received a phone call from this Shintani-san you speak of.
Do you know who he was calling?
Dr. Shono.
Oh.
The same Shono-san you were just with?
Well, why would Shintani call Shono? Yeah, that is weird.
Yes. However, it's unclear as to what the point of the call was meant to be. Shono was away from his desk at the time, you see, and Shintani-san didn't leave a message.
You have no idea what he wanted to talk about?
None. Shono says he doesn't know a Shintani-san.
Of course.
And sees no reason why he would be calling.
Oh, really?
Look, Shono and I co-authored the research paper on AD9. We're quite well known, as it turns out. Sometimes, complete strangers pretend to be close friends or relatives in order to contact us. Perhaps Shintani-san fell into that category.
Have you heard of the mole murders taking place in Kamurocho, Dr. Kido?
We're the only one
3
calling
yakuza,
them the mole.
Each one with their eyes gouged out. It's a grisly business. Shintani was killed in the same way.
I've seen the news.
Can you think of anything tying the ADDC to those murders?
Huh? Look, just what are you implying? Look, I believe we're done here.
Hey, Darth.
There's nothing I can help you with.
Please stop! You can't!
Who are you?
Detective Kuroiwa, Kamuro Police, Organized Crime. One of your guests here has information related to the case I'm currently investigating. That would be you, Yagami. I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
That's the end of the chapter. We've just completed the chapter. You also dig the hat. Okay, so, Darth, you just wrapped up the last of the stuff in your replay of Pokemon Violet today, which means you're gonna have to find something else to occupy until the 14th of next month. Oh, is the 14th of next month the actual Indigo disc release? I guess I don't remember seeing a release date. This hat, though, Thanks for liking it. Let me tell you, this is I mentioned this on stream before, getting like collector's editions of games or whatever. This is my favorite thing that ever came with a game. This hat. I wear it all the time in winter. I mean, usually just outside, but I figured I wore it earlier today when I was out and about, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep wearing it today. And this hat, it even has the same like marker on it that it does in game. It is from Infamous Second Son. It is, which by the way, a fantastic game. I played through it. I got platinum. I got platinum in that game because I loved it so much, and you had to play through it twice. You may have had to play through it 3 times. I can't quite remember. You had to play as a good character, an evil character, and you may have had to do a neutral character. Don't quite remember, but yeah, the hat. You know what else I got thinking about? We made the mugs, right? I got thinking, I wonder if there's a way for me to have a hat that has the logo on it. Now I'm thinking about like how I could do that. All right, let's go ahead and save.
The mole's latest victim was the lawyer, Shintani. The last call he made brings the case that ruined Yagami 3 years ago back to the surface. A patient was taken from a hospital and found buried in the mountains. Yagami defended the suspect, Shinpei Okubo, and got an acquittal. But 1 month later, he murdered his girlfriend, Emi Terasawa, with a kitchen
Oh,
knife
her
and
name
burned
was
the
Emi
remains.
Terasawa. Definitely didn't murder her, by the way. He definitely didn't do it. Chapter 6, Collusion. So officially it releases on December 14th, but it will be available the night of the 13th. Nice.
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
I'm Hoshino, an attorney at Genda Law Office. Officer, is this interview voluntary, or...?
It is.
It's your call, Yagami-san.
I think I'll pass.
Excuse me?
You have your answer, sir. You can go now.
You can make this easier if
He's
you
a good
come
lawyer.
now. Next time, it won't be voluntary.
Your empty threats don't mean much to a lawyer.
Can you take this elsewhere? I really must be...
Too bad he's not a lawyer anymore, then. Your friend's nothing now. Just come along quietly. I'll come back with a warrant if I have to.
I'd like to see you try. Why do you suspect me anyway? I bet you don't even have a reason.
Well,
I
other
can
than
come up
where the
with a
body
few
was
good
found.
ones.
Enough! Get the hell out of my office.
You'll regret this, Yagami.
I don't think we're going to.
Arroyo-san.
You two, out.
Before we go, can we speak to Shono-san for a sec? We need to know why Shintani called him.
Listen, I already told you he doesn't know. Get it through your skull. Now, please leave.
No problem. We'll let you get back to work.
Shono definitely knows why he called. Like, certainly.
This is really getting out of hand, don't you think? I can't believe that detective thinks you're a material witness.
Yeah. I don't know what he's talking about.
It's where the body was found,
what
guys.
I'm
Come
more
on.
interested in is how he even knew where to find me.
That's a good point. How would the police know we were here?
Beats me. For now, let's focus on Shono, though. It would be a waste coming here and not talking to him.
Agreed. Let's see if the receptionist can help us.
I feel like we're not going to be able to find him, but, see?
Can I help you?
Actually, I've already been here. I was just with Director Kido, remember?
Oh, of course. Did you forget something, sir?
Well, not exactly. I'd actually like to speak to Shono-san, the 89 researcher. Where would I be able to find him?
Let me see. That should be the research wing. I believe he's in the protein abnormalities lab.
Probably need a gold keycard to get in there, huh?
That's correct, sir. I should be able to lend you one with the director's approval, though.
Yeah, not happening.
Just give me a moment to ask. Could you tell me your name, sir?
Actually, never mind. Kido-san seemed pretty busy earlier. I'll try back later.
Are you sure, sir?
Good call. There's no chance Kido-san would let us in.
No, you'd get kicked
At least
out.
now we know where Shono is.
The research wing.
Yeah. I wonder if there's
Oh,
a
are we gonna
map
fly
around
the
here
drone
somewhere.
up? Or, even better call, Astro, we might be sneaking in. Maybe I just wanted to use the drone. I don't know. Oh, hold on. Ah! The flight is, not accessible.
Hey.
Alright, let's find the research wing where Shono is, and a path that leads to that area. Costume time? We might become a vampire, is what you think you're saying?
Suspicious.
All right, we're here. Can I click on anything?
Director Kito's office. We were just in there.
Yes, I guess we can click on things.
Suspicious. What the?
Oh, geez, I am not even looking at the right side. I should be looking at the right side.
The service entrance parking lot. All the delivery people come in and out through here. This is where Okubo's truck was parked 3 years ago.
Yes, and we know that the room for Waku, right, was over here somewhere, I think, and we were able to see probably this sky bridge.
Hey. This goes over to the hospital. I think Waku-san was up on the 4th floor.
Right. I'm looking around everywhere except where I think we need to look.
What the?
Yeah, that's about it. Okay.
This leads to the research wing.
The receptionist said he would be in the protein abnormalities lab, right? Huh. Well, I
It's
guess
not
that's
going to be
not
on this map. You can't get the shark out of your mind. Is there a shark costume? I will tell you, I don't know. If only Blank Jester was here. Paging Blank Jester. What else am I looking for?
Uh-huh.
Not seeing anything else? Oh! That's because there's other maps! How about that?
This is where we are now, the ADDC lobby.
Probably nothing else in here, if I had to guess.
What the?
Oh.
Some kind of security gate, huh? The research wing must be just past there.
That's it. Okay, so we can stop now.
Excuse me.
Oh, he just came
Yes,
out.
ma'am.
This is
nope,
one of
never mind.
Shono-san's researchers. She was just about to return to the lab.
Oh?
My name's Hashimoto. I can show you into Dr. Shono's lab if you'd like.
They have terrible security practices here. Terrible.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Great. We'll take you up on that.
Wonderful. Hashimoto-san just happened to be passing through.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They're gonna take us into a back room where they're gonna try and beat us up, aren't they?
I really appreciate this, Hashimoto-san. I'm Yagami.
And I'm Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, don't mention it. I'm glad to help a guest of Director Kito's. This place is so massive, you practically need a
Yes.
tour guide to get around. I hope you're okay with walking.
Sure, walking's fine.
So, Hashimoto-san, what kind of work do you yourself do here?
I'm part of the team developing 89. Dr. Shono is the head of that team, but I'm pretty new around here.
You haven't had all the
Speaking
security
of,
courses yet.
What exactly does AD9 stand for?
Well, the AD comes from the name of the center. The Advanced Drug Development Center, ADDC. And it's the 9th drug our department's developed.
Oh, that was surprisingly easy.
You think people ever get hit by those bars?
It'll be the first dementia-curing drug on the market, right? Seems like it's really getting fast-tracked because of that. But there's a lot riding on this one, right? It could finally cure Alzheimer's disease.
That's right. Do you know how many dementia patients there are in Japan alone?
A couple 100,000 at least. Maybe even in the millions?
Right. As of 2012, there were 4.62 million.
That many?
By 2025, that number will increase to at least 7 million. Potentially up to 13 million, including at-risk patients. That's 1 in every 9 people.
Yikes.
2025. Such the far
However,
away
as a nation,
future year
we're
that
already at
is.
capacity in caring for these patients. In many cases, people over 60 are stuck looking after their dementia-struck parents in their own homes. Worldwide, it's estimated there will be 135 million patients by the year 2050. It's staggering. In other words, AD9 could save the world. This could be a real miracle.
I gotta say, this is making me feel kind of bad about how we treated Kido-san back there.
Don't say that out loud.
Director Kido will go down in history if we
We're
achieve this.
friends.
A lot's changed in 3 years. The bastard's really made a name for himself.
Don't talk about the director like that in front of her. Come on. You turn us around at any moment here, guys. Let's keep it cool.
Dr. Shono is right over there. Well, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah. Get out now before he yells at you. Talk to Shono. Sure. First, though, let's... You can find anything else in this office? Got a nice view, though, I'll say. You know, look at that. Look at that. Corner. Look at that.
Shono-san.
Yagami-san? But, how did you get in here?
Hey, calm down. I just want to talk.
I can't do that. Kido-san doesn't know you're here. Does he?
Is there a problem?
Ichinose-san.
I've never heard you raise your voice, Shono-san.
Aren't you the guy from the lobby?
Yeah.
My name is Ichinose. I'm here from the Ministry of Health, offering political support to AD9's development.
I said I thought he was with Yakuza, but he's not Yakuza. He's government.
Kido-san called you
Same
Vice
thing, right?
Minister.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Pretty lofty for a vice minister. You can boss scientists around, but I'm not biting.
So I see.
Shono-san, please. I just need a few minutes to talk. We'll leave right after we're done, promise.
I already told you I can't. Not without Kido-san here.
I need you to tell me, why did Shintani call you?
Shintani? I've never heard that name in my life.
This is important,
That seemed real.
You have to have some idea.
Please, I don't. Now get out of here. I'm calling Director
I'll
Kido.
use this phone.
Do what you want. Just let me ask you one thing first.
Are you scared of the director? I mean, probably. I don't think that's a good question. Do you know about the murders in Kamurocho? Is that relevant? I'm not too sure. There's a lot of money behind 89, huh? Yeah, I mean, clearly. If we get one question, that's not what we're going to ask. We're clearly going to ask about the murders in Kamurocho because Shintani had his eyes gouged out, right?
After Shintani was murdered, the killer gouged out both of his eyes. 3 other near-identical murders have taken place in Kamurocho recently. Are you aware of that, Shono-san?
Of course I am. It's all over the news.
And you still have no idea why Shintani called you? Nothing at all?
No, I don't. Now please let me get back to work.
What the? What are you doing here?
Kido-san.
I believe I told you to leave.
What about that didn't you understand?
I think we could be
I
arrested
wanted to
now,
ask
by the
about
way.
Shintani's call.
About which I already said Shono doesn't know anything.
And I needed to hear that from him, not you.
Enough. Call security.
We were just leaving. Come on, Hoshino-kun.
I'll be filing a complaint with the Bar Association, under the Minister's name.
The Minister of Health?
That's right. Minister Kazami expects great things from AD9, and he won't tolerate distractions from your ilk.
Yeah, I feel like they could probably charge us with illegal trespassing.
I feel like we came up empty-handed.
At this point, and the
Why
the
would Shintani
woman who let us
Sensei
in
have called Shono-san?
fired.
Yagami-san?
That wasn't the first time I've heard about Minister Kazami.
Huh?
When was it, though?
We're still technically
Who's
in
talking
the
to me about the
off-limits
Ministry of
area.
Health?
Oh, geez. I don't remember hearing about Kazami before. But you think that Are You Afraid of the Director was the correct question? It might have been. Honestly, it might have been. Here's what I feel, though. I feel like I could ask him, are you afraid of the director? And his answer is, of course, yes, I am. He's the director. I don't know. That's why I didn't go with it. It felt to me like, of course, we kind of already know the answer there. But, and then why would he have been like, yes, I'm totally afraid of him. Why would he give us more information? I don't know. Your local blank jester, welcome, welcome. Of course you know this one. I am going to guess it was when we were talking to Ayabe. But I don't remember. And there was no correct answer when talking to Shono? Okay. I'm gonna say Ayabe. I may have summoned you, blank jester. I'm just saying, it may have worked.
It must have been Ayabe, when we were drinking over a tender. I definitely remember him mentioning Minister Kazami. We were talking about how the Kyorei clan ended up in Kamurocho. Apparently, they're being used as muscle for a construction company called the Kajihira Group. A while back, Chairman Kajihira himself was going around, laying the political groundwork for a Tokyo revamp project. And one of the people he met with was Naohisa Kazami from the Ministry of Health.
Huh.
You'd think he'd go to the Ministry of Land, though. His project has nothing to do with health. What would he gain from meeting Kazami?
That's true. Do you think it has to do with our case somehow?
Also, Astro, is Jester one of my familiars? That's the secret. You're all my familiars now. or something like that, right? We should lean into that a little bit, right? Maybe we have like a funny emote or something about summons. I don't know. I feel like that could be fun. Where do you get crazy emotes? Like, that's a Hamura clown. Ah, I see. From your channel. Ah. Blank Jester, you must stream this game then, right? The Merc Minions? Kinda like it. I kinda like it. The power of Merc compels you! That's getting a little too biblical. I don't know about that one. Minister Kazami's name won't stop coming up. Is that just coincidence or something more?
I don't know. Depends on what the two of them are talking about.
In that case, maybe our Kajihira expert can help us out with that.
Who?
Sugiura-san. He used to work for them, remember?
Oh, yeah.
We need this guy with us all the time because he's very good at what he does, which is
so you want to know how
paying attention
Kajihira
and being
Kazami
smart.
are connected?
Yeah. Any way you can find that out?
Not really sure, but I'll give it a shot.
We should have waited to make this
Thanks.
phone call until we were off
You're
premises.
still at the ADDC, yeah? Just give me some time. I'll call you if I find anything.
Oh look, fishing.
Oh, Yagami-san. I'm gonna head back to the office. I just got an email from Saori-san.
You missed the whole day at the office.
Apparently, a journalist named Hattori barged into the office. Says he wants to interview you.
Of course.
It sounds like he's looking into Shintani-sensei's murder, too. Anyway, I'll go ahead and drive him off.
You'll be Genda-sensei's ace attorney before you know it.
Nah, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Honestly.
Why?
Too much responsibility for a guy my age, you know? I think I make a much better sidekick for now.
Okay. But when that gets old?
I don't know that it will. Being a professional sidekick for the rest of my life sounds okay to me.
Have some more goals, dude.
I'll see you later.
Guess I'm on standby till Sugiura gets in touch with me. This is turning out to be one of those cases that everything is connected and we're going to bust open a mega conspiracy. It seems like it, yeah. I mean, we've already now linked the Shintani murder to the ADDC, which is related to our previous case 3 years ago, which Shintani's murder is somehow related to the other murders, right? Because of the eyes. Although, I suspect it's different because he was shot first. So we'll keep finding some stuff out here. We're waiting for Sugiura to get in touch, which is a great time to probably do one of these side missions, right? The real question is which one? Which is at least linked, which is also linked to at least one ministry. Yes, which, here's the thing, right? They're heavily invested right now in 89, the dementia drug, and Waku, the guy who died in the case 3 years ago, had dementia, and I'm telling you, they clearly used one of their drugs as a trial on him. They weren't supposed to or something, and he died, and they dumped the body and tried to blame it. And of course, the ministry knows about it, or at least, you know, the guy, at least one of the guys in the ministry knows about it, and is part of the cover-up. Almost certainly. Run forward a bit. Okay. Boom. Excuse me, but do you have a minute? What is it? Let me introduce myself. My name is Shin Fujimori. Have you ever thought about investing, sir? This is definitely not a scam. Honestly, I think you're better off talking about that sort of thing with someone who actually has money. Well, I say investment, but nowadays anyone can do it as long as they have a smartphone. You can invest on your phone? Of course! Ever heard of crowdfunding? It's where you gather online donations from all over the world. It's become a big trend in the past few years. But crowdfunding isn't generally investing. Wow. And to streamline this process, we developed an app called Quick Start. Yeah, definitely not at all like a Kickstarter. Takayuki, 3 months behind on rent to Yagami? Yeah. We actually are like 3 months behind. Didn't our landlord say that? You can invest however much money you want to whomever you wish, whenever you like, all from the comfort of your phone. Well, it sounds easy enough, but the hard part, you know, is actually having money. Indeed, that's why millions of people make micro investments with Quickstarter. Only a small donation is needed, and even small donations make a big difference. They all add up to help a campaign reach various milestones. Finally, once the campaign meets its goal, everyone who invested gains priority benefits. Priority benefits? Can you give me an example? Let's see. For starters, you can get special products shipped to you, or you'll gain access to brand new facilities. That actually sounds pretty neat. Doesn't it? I'll tell you this much. I once started up a company of my own, but I had a hard time raising the necessary funds. And wouldn't you know it, I got everything I needed from a crowdfunding platform I signed up with overseas. That's why I created this app, to help other entrepreneurs worldwide.
Huh?
Wow, so you're the president of a company? Oh, it's quite small, so it's not really a big deal. Anyway, the point of the story is, please try using Quickstarter for yourself sometime. This is totally a scam.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, I'll at least install it for the time being. Please do, and by all means, let me know how it goes. Starter's been added. Alright, let's look at it. It's got 11 notifications. Yes, somebody's got to be the president. New project was posted. Okay. Oh wow, look, the numbers are going up. Ancient texts deciphered. While sorting my late father's affairs, I found 2 ancient manuscripts. The first says mind over matter on the cover, but I can't decipher the rest. Cryptology experts don't come cheap, so I really need your help. Or QR code compendium. Should you seek QR? I've got just the tome for you. Not only will this be a valuable tool on your QR code adventure, it shall be designed to look like an ancient spellbook. This one, I bet you, points us to all the QR codes in the city, which we've found 2 now, I think, and they unlock abilities and whatnot. So that one seems to have a very clear goal or end outcome or something. Here's the funny part. The minimum is a 2,000 yen fund. However, somehow they've only gotten 190 or 189. You know, kind of weird. Kind of weird. Dice and Cube Strategy Guide. Hug Bomb Spark. Some of these are expensive. We have a lot of money though. Like, we can fully fund some of these if we wanted to. Corporate drone turned drone developer. Creating a propeller part for drones that can upgrade aerial mobility. Motor. Lots of drone parts. What else we got? Middle course. We've greenlit expansions to the VR course, but we need crowdfunding support to keep the project from going over budget. Interesting. Premier darts. We haven't played darts in this game yet. Artisanal shogi set. We haven't played shogi yet either in this game. They're interesting. The one that I slightly care about is this one. So far, they're probably all somewhat interesting to do. So, would you like to donate this? Why can't it just be like enter in your value instead of like hold down the X button weirdly? No, I don't think I want to put any money in just yet. I want to hold our money a little bit. We could fully buy that one though, right? We could. Possible. Hey, by the way, can we go back to our office yet? Oh, and there's one other spot I want to check. Right, this is where the pawn shop is. We haven't been here in a long time. Mysterious stone. Here to buy. Let's see. Darts. We're gonna have to find a darts place and see what it's like. Okay, so we can buy the plates. We can buy shogi pieces. That's kind of interesting. Decorations for our place. Parts for the drone. Aha! This is probably where we saw the paint for our drone. You know what? Let's buy some. Get the black and the blue. And I'm gonna buy the darts, because why not? It's kind of cheap. Great. Let's then go into sell. Do we have anything to sell? I don't know. I'm looking for plates. Stuff that dropped off of, you know, baddies. Aha. Get a few. We can also sell these. I don't remember how much they cost. I think they cost like 300, maybe 200. All right. Sure. Cool. And then let's go check our agency out. We can go through this alleyway. It's a shortcut. There's also stuff in our mailbox. Let's not forget to grab it. Someone sent me something. A gift for wrecking Renji Honda. The red pyrozine. Which we have no idea what this is. Kenta Kasai blue pyrozine. What is this stuff? No, hold on. Is it in here? No, I don't see it in there. Whoops. In here. Aha. Usable as a material. No idea what those are. We got a few of them.
Got it.
Getting lots of keys. All right. So, unfortunately, I just looked at the time, and it is end of stream time. So that's where we are for tonight. Likely we'll be playing this again on Friday. There is a chance that we might play something else, though. I will update the Discord when I have made up my mind on what we're gonna do. Until then, again, I know there were some hiccups with the audio earlier in the stream. It's all sorted out now. I'm gonna actually spend some time tomorrow looking at that, trying to make sure I can get that nailed down correctly. Because right now, just for everyone who's not aware, the PlayStation's audio is going through the channel I have set specifically for Discord, which is not what I want it to be. So I'll try and fix that in the meantime. But anyways, it was a blast. Thank you everyone for being here. Mercs Rain signing off.